All right, everybody. This is Zero, and give me a sec. I will be right with you. All right, I am back, and I am doing, welcome to another episode. Well, I don't know if it's episode, but welcome to the Bridge Building. This is your host, Zero. Your host with the most. I'm trying a new intro, see how that works out. Hey, Purple, I see you. Yeah, another round of the bridge builder. Try to get one in you know, try to get one in for the weekend because I didn't want to not do one this weekend. And it's probably, it seems like it's better Saturday nights, I guess, especially thing going on. I mean, people are going to be celebrating Father's Day. I don't necessarily celebrate it, but I don't knock nobody who does because everybody is free to celebrate what they want to celebrate. If that one reason for not celebrating it, people have their reasons celebrating it. You know what I mean? And I'm not against not honoring your father. And I know people that ask questions about why I don't celebrate Mother's Day. I mean, it's just like I decided not to celebrate a lot of holidays that people normally celebrate, mainly because these holidays, are not, well, maybe not other people, but at the same time, it's like Mother Father's Day. I don't need a day to honor them when I already do. So yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, it won't happen, fine. But my personal thing is, I just don't do it. But what's going on with you, Purple? And yeah, oh yeah, and while you're while you're answering that, yeah, I remember like yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yeah, today's Saturday. Yeah, yeah, yesterday. Well, I mean, it really happened like Wednesday. One of my people had hit me up trying to get me and my crew to come. Okay, hey Shay. Yeah, yeah, one of my people had hit me up trying to, ask if me and my crew want to come dance. And I mean, I guess they didn't want to, whatever reason, they didn't want to try to, seek them out. I guess they knew I knew them, so I guess they thought it was easier. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I guess they were they thought it was easier for me to reach my crew talking to me. So as soon as I did, I reached out to them, let them know as many details as I knew, and I mean it was, and like thing about it was like when they asked us, the event was like 2 days away. It was like yesterday. So I'm just like, well, I mean, I see what they want to do, and I asked them. They were, they were interested, but it came down to in the end, like nobody couldn't make it out there. Everybody had stuff to do, so it's like y'all pretty much left us here at very short notice. It was like a very, very short notice. So I don't know how long it took them. I don't know how long they planned it, but if they did it in a short amount of time or not. But the fact of the matter is that they asked us so late. And I mean, we don't mind doing events you know, for worthy causes. And if these causes are favorable to us, they are doing, it's like, good thing. I mean, sometimes we'll actually we'll actually do certain events for free, but but like some things, like if you got time that you got people you already paying and you're trying not to pay us, nah, we ain't doing that. I mean, we're performers, but we're entertainers too, and we put on one hell of a show, so we should get paid for it. You're not gonna chump us because we're street dancers. So I look at it that way because it doesn't make sense. And just seeing all that, I mean, it is cool. People wanted to come and they wanted us there. Okay, cool, that's fine. I mean, I was gonna tell the crew that I personally wasn't going to go simply because they wanted to do some of their virus testing. Not gonna say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. And last thing I need is them to try to say that that I got the virus when I know I don't. You know. So that was the reason why I wasn't gonna go. But I think it was supposed to be a protest of George Floyd or something. I don't know, but as far as that, I don't. I mean, I wasn't gonna go, but I just, after they told us that nobody couldn't make it, nobody was available. I just like respect and say, hey, yeah, I said, well, we would be there, but such short notice, and we, everybody had other stuff to do. So, maybe next time, future events, just give us another heads up so we can plan ahead. That's pretty much how we did it. I mean, that's kind of, handled in a very professional manner. You know, professional and respect, just like that. Uh, let me put the link in there, see if anybody want to come up. I know Purple ain't coming up, so I ain't gonna even bother asking her. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all, sticking with me, rocking with me. It makes all the difference. Like I really appreciate that because when y'all Y'all come through support. It makes me want to keep doing content. Well, I mean, Purple, you know you ain't coming up, so I just said what was obvious. I mean, you came up there one time last week, but you know that was. I mean, I already know that's gonna be it. Oh man, you got the IG link. I couldn't even find that one. Oh man, yeah. Gee. Uncle try you getting it, girl. Hey KB, how you doing? Welcome to the bridge builder. We're out here building bridges. I'm doing well, KB. How about you? How's that gaming grind there? All right, what are you talking about, Purple? My oh Lord. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, when I go back to the whole street dance thing, like, it's kind of funny, like when it comes to dancers that like do like street dancing and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, people try to chump us because they think, I mean, even though it is an art and we train just as hard as traditional dance styles. It seems like sometimes it's not as respected as the traditional styles because the street dance style is kind of unconventional. Well, it is unconventional, but as far as as far as that, like yeah, it's like cases like where people don't want to pay. If you're trying to get a free show, they think they can get over on street dances. I'm kind of happy when I see like some of my fellow dancers like they make it big too, and they have to do it as being nobody's backup dancer or around anybody's name. They did it on their own name. Now, I mean, I've had homies who had did shows and never got paid for it. And I mean, I guess you follow my homie Bam. I don't know if y'all heard of Dragon House, but yeah, a couple of my I know like yeah, a couple of my homies like part of that crew. I know they're somewhat known because they've been on So You Think You Can Dance. But I know them before they went on there. But Bam and Blueprint, those my homies. I think yeah, those like I think they the first two I met. Like I didn't know nothing about Dragon House. They were cool. We were getting down together. We were getting it. And I was in Blueprint right there. I mean, I was like, man, this dude is dope. And I mean, Bam pretty dope too. And I mean, they like real cool, real laid back brothers. And and I remember like after I seen Blueprint go on So You Think You Dance and Aaron Andrews drilling all over 'em. I remember when I seen them like months later. Oh man, I let him have it with. It. I was like, oh, so you're at Aaron Andrews drilling on him. Come on, he got like 16 abs. He got like 16 abs. I'm like, man. I say, yeah. I was like, man, that white boy need to calm down. He ain't that serious. But he was doing, boy. I mean, he couldn't do nothing but laugh because that's what happened. As a matter of fact, I think like when I seen him, I think it was close to my birthday month. But as yeah, as far as that, yeah, we had a good time. And I think like during that because like we met cause we met again at a dance battle. Cause like where I'm at, people from we used to get a lot of people from Nashville, Memphis, and a few from Chattanooga. They usually come through there. And they might get people from other areas too. But usually for like the bigger battles, you'll see people who come in, and support. Uh, but thanks to the virus this year, we didn't get to celebrate we didn't get to have the biggest jam of the year for far as where I'm at. And I'm kind of disappointed because like last year we didn't have it because I think they had something else going on that year. So they didn't have the battle that year. But it was supposed to happen this year. I think it was supposed to be I think it was supposed to be in April or May or something like that. Or the very or it might have been March, but I know it was one of those. It's supposed to be sometime in spring, but it never happened. Which, think about spring. Today is officially the first day of summer. I'm not talking about Saturday, not Sunday coming up. And and pretty much, we couldn't have it because of that. And matter of fact, I'll tell you about one story that about like we were supposed to get paid, but we didn't. I mean, which is crazy because it was a very big deal, and I know that the other dancers got paid. And I have a video of our performance there, and we performed at the Ryman Auditorium. And it's like the first time I ever been to the Ryman. I never paid to go see a show there. Well, since I mentioned the Ryman, it's the Ryman is in yes Nashville, but yeah, Nashville, yeah. I never been to the Ryman except when I performed there. And when I performed, when we got there, we were supposed to get paid. And I remember beforehand, we had conversations about it. We talked about like, ask my homies like who was the one in contact with the guy who had reached out to us because he reached out to us. We didn't reach out to him. So when he was talking about, yeah, want you there and all that and blah blah blah, he was telling us all the good stuff, but at the same time, when it came down to it, when it came down to it, he didn't even want to pay us. We were supposed to get paid. Told us he was gonna pay us. Then when we get there, we don't get paid. But then they want to do all these demands and all that. Talking about well, you can't be recording backstage and blah blah blah. We're exposing some secrets back here or something. I mean, really, it wasn't nothing back there to show. But we made the best of it because one, we already here, and the thing about it, we get to perform at the Ryman. But we should have got paid for it because we were the best show there. Like, I mean, people gave us standing ovations. You feel me? We rocked that house. We completely rocked it. Like I mean, you would probably never ever see a show like that either ever or in a long time. But it was a show never to forget. And if you ever look for my video of me dancing at the Ryman, you know, you can see the whole. Well, I mean, it don't show the whole performance, but it shows a good amount because we got on stage. We had our crew, and they had some people they brought with them. I think it was like a few people that one of my friends that he teaches on the side, and then like a few other people that one of our crew members knew that they decided to bring on board, and I mean it was just crazy. It was like so many people up on there. It was ridiculous, and we just did our thing. it was everybody had a good time. And then I think like when because we didn't. I mean, I didn't. I mean, no. I mean, we didn't know until after the show was done that like they were trying to hurry up and get us off the stage. And the guy who was like leading, he said he don't lead, but who was leading the who was leading, mainly leading the crew, even though everybody do their own thing. Telling everybody hop on stage, start dancing. So we all hopped on stage, went in the crowd, and we just started dancing in the crowd. I mean, people were really enjoying it. It was like we were on the street corner, we just doing it. Cause I mean, not only we entertain the performance too, so we do our thing. And I'm just keep talking till I read our stories or people come on. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna do another one tomorrow. But anybody feel like talking with me, you got whatever something to talk about. It's open panel. I'm just filling time till somebody comes up. Or if not, it'll be short. But uh but yeah. It but the thing about it was we hopped off stage, we got down, we did our thing. And once we hopped back up on the stage and finished it, the applause was crazy. Even though there was a whole lot of people there, because like it was like a Wednesday, so I guess like a lot of people probably couldn't go, couldn't come there because of work or whatever, or maybe their check didn't come fast enough. So most people get their check on Friday, so that probably could play a factor. And once we were done, you know, of course we left. But before we left, they had like a Little Caesars pizza there. They had like boxes of Little Caesars pizza that they had for everybody. And I guess like what pizza was left. And like I said, like a few boxes left. So so we decided that since we're not getting paid, we're taking a each one of us is gonna take a box of pizza home with us. Which is what we did. We left with a box of pizza. There were no box of pizza left. So anybody that was expecting to get some pizza after that performance, get some more. No, you're done. Ain't no more pizza. And with no more pizza, it's like okay, but I mean, we get paid somehow. But yeah, like I say, it was just like the fact of the matter is, it would be one thing if we asked them, we begged them to come to the ramen, which we didn't. We didn't even know how to even get into it. We wouldn't even know anything about it if like dude didn't come to us. Cause I remember telling my criminals, I said, if I tell you that, make sure to get it in writing. Because if you don't get it in writing, they could change their mind, which is what they did. And I was kind of mad about it because I was like, wow, we could have, it could have, we could have made money from it, but hey, guess all part of the learning process. So when we got things like that happening, just ain't nothing we can really do, really. So yeah, I mean, who's still with me? Because I know people came in and out. Still see purple here, and like I said, you can come up. There's own panel, as long as I know you are, you're not a troll. Everything good. Okay, yeah. If y'all want to come up, like the links in the chat. Cause I mean, like I said, it's open panel, so we talk about anything. Cause I'd rather not end it soon. We just want to get a little bit of time in. But if either of y'all feeling up talking, yeah, the link's right there. I don't know if y'all can still see it, but I'm. Yes, I know you're not a troll, Purple. I mean, you do be trolling me sometimes, but I know you're not a troll. Yeah, but I mean, just like I appreciate the love, and I know I ain't posted in a good minute. Yes, I know. I said if you want to come up, just hit the link. Well, Purple, come over here and I'll tell you how you troll. I don't know why you act like you scared to come up here. You did like 2 lives yesterday, and it's like when you come to other people's lives, like you scary. I mean, I'm glad. I appreciate you coming up there. Last Saturday, but I would. I'd like to hear from you. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure not Long Neutral. I think she's still playing games with her son. Oh, you just scary. That's all it is, Purple. Anybody trying to be slick? This is a platform for people to talk on here mainly. You be having all this stuff to say in the chat. We in other chats, but you ain't got nothing to. No, I see you type every day. I think I heard from you yesterday when you had 2 lives which they have disappeared. Okay, all right, there we go.
Zero.
Finally warmed up. Okay.
Oh my goodness. What is wrong with you?
So how you doing?
I am awesome.
Okay,
How are you doing?
I'm good. How come you never use that picture of your lives, but you use it over here?
I was gonna go live earlier, but I was like, nah, my guy baby was making too much noise.
Oh yeah, yeah. You had a whole zoo back there yesterday.
I know, right? It had like 10 people in this house.
I mean, literally, the guy like sounded like zoo. I thought like heard like something that sounded like it was like some monkeys or something like that. Like, hold up, you at the zoo? I was joking, but it did sound like you in a zoo though.
I was like, My brother just called me and was like, I'm on my way over there. I said, no, y'all not. The door will be locked.
I was like, yeah, like if your house, like, yeah, you just can't come over there. Like I'd have been like Martin, like you acting up, like oh no, I'm kicking you out. You know,
Right. Like, get the step.
yeah, get the step. Yeah, that's he's like, yeah, get the step.
I think I went to sleep at like almost 3 o'clock, and my auntie was still outside with my brother and his boyfriend, and then my auntie and the boyfriend got into it, and my auntie
Oh
was, y'all could go, y'all could go.
wow. Yeah, I think I was up like for like maybe about 10 to 20 minutes. Your second one, and I think I blanked out. I was out.
You
I was
did.
like,
You
I was
did fall
like,
asleep on me.
yeah. Yeah. The sleep just kidnapped me and dragged me away, and I think I come out. I was like, oh, I'm like, oh no. I like that as I realized I fell asleep. I was like, oh no, I was asleep. I didn't
That's
realize I was asleep.
I said it. I said zero. And you ain't say nothing. I said, yeah,
I didn't even like I didn't know I didn't even know I was asleep until I was like, oh no, I was asleep.
that's cold. That is so nice.
I mean, it's kind of it hit me. I was like, oh, I didn't. It caught me off guard. Like I
Yeah.
was not planning. I was not planning on going to sleep.
I know you wasn't, but you was tired.
Yeah,
It's like they just left me here to lose me. After I got off the live, I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
yeah, yeah. I know you said earlier, like, you people think you boring. Like, nah, you ain't boring. Believe me, you ain't boring.
I be feeling like it is because I'm just in the room by myself talking to a screen, and it's like,
But think about it. I feel you. I feel you though. I be thinking like I be boring people too. Be like, like nobody want to hear this. I'm still say it. I'm like, ain't nobody really trying to hear it.
I was saying, I was like, I need to come up with some things to do on my channel because I don't feel like I'm an exciting person, like for real.
Yeah, man. So, just like I think like I heard this saying I think it's just about being a good storyteller. Like it's like it can make people that something that's probably boring make it sound exciting. To tell a story right.
Right.
Yeah, good storyteller. But yeah, of course, like whatever you're trying to do, I'm sure there's something out there to help you, do it better.
Right. I wish you would have heard earlier when Miss Gail she said, "What site?"
Oh man, I got to catch it because because I think about it, I was out getting pizza, and I guess I thought I had enough charge in my headset, and I think when I got halfway out there waiting on pizza, it was like the battery just cut off on. I was like, oh no, I forgot to bring extra headsets.
Right.
I was like, I could hear nothing that was going on. I was just like, see what was tight.
She said, "I'm from the west side and not even from the east side." I was like, this lady is a trip.
She did say she's from Chirac, so it makes sense.
Right. And Maddie was messing with you.
Oh yeah, yeah. They stay doing that.
I was like, we gonna always pick on him. He just don't know it.
Y'all don't pick on me.
Every chance we get, we gonna mess with you. You be the only guy, so it's like it's only fair that we get you. That's how I do my brothers. Every
That's
time we
that.
see me and them.
That is sexist.
No, it is not. You the
That is
only guy that
that
like.
is discrimination based on
Who
my
else we
sex.
gonna mess with? We can't mess with each other, so we gonna get you.
You can. You just
You just
discriminate
mess with
against.
some women.
You just discriminate against.
Discriminate against you. Nah.
Wow.
If there was another guy in the room, like if the world came in the room, we'd mess with both of y'all. But you just coming out by yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Discrimination. Like I mean, I'm about to put a hashtag me too. You keep playing. Y'all keep playing.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
That is so messed up.
I done messed up.
You cannot put hashtag me too unless we did
Why?
you. We didn't physically touch you.
I mean, I felt it through the screen though.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you in court. They're gonna be like, really, sir? Really? You felt it? Was it
See,
like
see
first
now, see
time?
now, see now. Yeah, you victim shaming.
How am I victim
You
shaming?
you you victim shaming.
You the one over here trying to do the hashtag Me Too movement. No, I
No, I
ain't
said
worried about that.
I was saying I said I would because y'all discriminate against me.
Who discriminated against you?
You not and all the other ladies that be messing with me. Discrimination.
I think the only well, I can't even say who didn't mess with you today. It was everybody. We all got you today.
I'm saying discrimination.
Let's see, I was a little worried. She was like, "Oh, I think I made her mad."
You said what?
Let's see, I was worried. She was like, "I think I made her mad." I was like, "Nah, Zero's a tough guy. He can handle anything."
Yeah, but I don't like people. Trying to assume like they know her life. I was like, well, I didn't know she was joking. I was like, yeah, it look like it's kind of going a little too far.
Right. I was like, "Nah, I don't think he's that bad of a guy. He's not like a love him and leave him type of guy." Every time you can't hear like every time I go live, there's somebody in this house that gotta make a noise. I feel
Well, I
like
guess.
told these kids, hey, we would give y'all $1 million each. If none of y'all make noise, somebody gonna lose their $1 million. And it might be my son. Just might be my son.
Yeah, 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 it might be. We talking about giving $1 million if they will stay quiet.
Yeah. All they have to do is stay quiet for like an hour. Shit.
Huh? I mean, $1 million is a lot of money.
My son would be the first one. He gonna be like, oh heck no.
Oh, I guess they don't want that money
He don't care about stuff like that. If you tell him to be quiet for an hour, you'll buy him any game he wants, then he'll be quiet. But when it comes to
then.
money, he don't be worried about money. He be like, whatever.
Probably because you had nothing to worry about money for.
Right? You don't worry about it. You gotta get him with
Talking
something.
about, talking about he ain't worried about money. Like, yeah, you got nothing to worry about for. Oh, you got
You got
you got parents to buy stuff for you.
right. You read about that one. He don't worry about that. He's like, my mama. If I want it, I'm gonna go to my mama.
Yeah, I'm like, man. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, why he ain't worried about it. Like, yeah, you got parents to buy you stuff.
Especially during summertime, like um Monday through Friday, if he in school, then he'll worry about money. But during the summertime, he ain't worried about no money.
I kind of, like think about money. I got a trip about like, like kids that like they may do like gaming and make and get real popular, make and get monetized for it, and then they end up making like more money than their parents. I was like thinking like how that work. You be like, well, you don't do this, I'm do this. Oh, I ain't got to worry about that. I got my own money anyway. I can go on to it. Say what?
That's how he do that.
The parents start talking crazy and be like, oh, well, it ain't like you paying no bills in the house. Well, I got money. I pay them right now. Give me all your bills. I pay all of
Right.
them.
He
Then
try
you can't tell. Then like the kid, you can't tell the kid that like I say, oh, he paid all the bills. So
he be
don't
like
know what he actually paid them.
he do that to my cousin. She be like, "With your broke ass," and he be like, "Oh, I got money." And she was like, "Don't play with me." They just go back and forth. He be like, "I got my money, mama. Give me my wallet." She be
Yeah,
like, "Why do I have your wallet? Why is your wallet in my purse?"
yeah. I'm just kind of crazy like how like YouTube kind of changed the game. And I remember hearing like one day I heard something crazy. It was like one dude was talking about like and it was like when the whole virus thing was kind of started, like where everything was shutting down, and he was talking about like, well, everything is starting to balance out, because like people staying home and all that. He said now you got 14-year-old kids, you know, making more money than the average person. I'm just like, I'm not thinking that. It's not kind of like hate right there. Like I don't know how that's bringing back anything balance by not having to do it. I said I think that's probably more of an investment.
Right.
Cause I'm like, yeah, I wish I was like 14. I could have had the opportunity to make a lot of money like that.
Exactly. On YouTube, playing games on
Yeah,
TikTok.
right. Like stuff we would stuff I was doing again. I wish I could have got paid for that back then. We had like YouTube and all that, and had like smartphones, and I mean we had smartphones, but they weren't popular yet.
Nope.
Everybody wasn't having like cell phones all like that. Like we had them, but it was like, yeah, we just talking on them. We ain't really wasn't really glued to them like we are now. But it's like the only reason why we glued to them now because we can use internet too. So,
Right. Because
but we just
everything is phone.
yeah. So like now that I mean, before we only just need to talk on it. So we only use when we need to talk to somebody. We like, yeah, got it on us. But you need to talk to somebody or you send a text message. But that's pretty much it.
You know.
We not to be glued to it.
Yeah. Could be
And
nothing on the phone. Just talk free after 7.
yeah, oh man, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Be
I think
like,
they had like talk free out of 7. Some had like talk free after 9 or something like that.
yeah. I think it was Sprint. You talk free
Yeah,
after 9.
man.
I used to be on the phone
But
all night after 7.
but you remember like when like as kids like like I mean not kids nowadays just want to stay at the house, but you remember like when used to go outside all the time. It's like and like you go in the house like too many times. Like remember talking back we talking about that. Like yeah, you go too many times outside. You say then that's when your parents say you can go inside or you can go out, but
Right.
you got to pick one or the other. You like no, I want to go outside.
You come back inside, you stand
Get
inside.
in the house, right? Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we going back out. You go back out. We ain't come back in.
Right.
Hey, sugar, how you doing?
Hey, sugar. My my stepmama, she used to get tired of us running in and out the house, so she went and brought like one of them foam coolers, and she'll sit it outside on the porch with ice and water and juice in it. She was like, "Now when that's gone, don't come in this house. If you come in, you stay in it."
Right. And I remember one time it was like sometime I was staying at my grandmother's house, and I remember one time like we had like a blackout, so it was like we had a blackout where we was at. I forgot what caused it, but for whatever reason we had a blackout. So like nothing was on for like maybe like 2 or 3 days.
Right.
So so like first day, we ain't had no TV to watch, so we was like, oh man, we don't had a TV to watch. We was like, oh man, we got nothing to watch. You know, kind of like looking for something to watch. And then the second day, we outside. I mean, we still played outside, but and I think like second day we rather have fun. We were like, okay, man, we don't need no TV. We just need to go out and play. So we be in at night, be playing outside, and then I think the third day, still there, and I think like during the night we were playing, and then I think they fixed everything. It was like, oh man, we were starting to get used to it. We
Right.
was, I was like, oh man, they need to turn it back off. Oh man,
Mm-mm. I would have went
yeah.
crazy.
No, I mean, no, I mean, it's like you wouldn't really go crazy because it's like yeah, you'd probably go crazy like maybe like the first day or so, but like we hit that third day, you start to get used to it. And like by the time you like a week go in there, you be like, I don't even really care no more.
Right.
And in 2 weeks, you really ain't gonna care. Be like, oh man, I'm good. I mean,
None
and
of that. Mm-mm.
and I mean, it's like the thing about then once you get yourself caught back into it, then it's like, oh, okay, now you're kind of grabs you again. It's like I got you now,
Right.
like TV got you, but as far as that, like if you spend like no time away from the TV, you good, or or whatever. Like I say, like these phones that like glued to the hips at the hip. Like we if we didn't use this phone for about 2 weeks. We would start living without this phone. We'd be like, oh yeah, you stop relying on it.
Mm-hmm. Dude. Without my phone, I don't know what I do because all my numbers in my phone. I don't know nobody's numbers by heart except for my auntie.
I remember comedian saying that he's like these phones man. So you remember you had to remember phone numbers by heart. You had to memorize it.
Right. I
You
don't know
could.
nobody's number. Not even
I
my
mean,
son's
you.
phone number.
I mean, you had to memorize or write it down somewhere, but you had to know it. If you had that number, like let's say somebody you like, you had that number, they wrote your number, and you lost it. Oh, that was it.
You just out of luck.
Right. I mean, let's say give it to you again. You had, yeah, like you said, you had luck. That's it.
You'll be like, you'll be wondering because you'll remember the first three numbers. You just be
Right.
walking around like a sitting duck trying to remember what is the last four digits, dialing every digit you could think of. Like, nah.
And hey, you better up there, you better hope it's right on here. You don't get it too wet. So
Right.
I think I'm gonna have that one site where a girl wrote on my hand like her number and all that. But like I mean, of course, like I tried to make sure it ain't get messed up, and I hurried up, as soon as I could write it down so I ain't forget it.
Some chick did that to my brother at the dagger shop, and he would walk around with his hand out the whole time. And I was like, why don't you just take a picture of your hand? That way you can have it in your phone for later. And I was like, come, better yet, why you ain't never just put the number in your phone? And he was like, she wrote it on my hand.
What was this? This like when smartphones around now.
No, this was like about a month ago.
That's
When
what
he
I'm
was
saying. That's what I'm
like,
saying. Like that's when smartphones.
yeah,
This is a smartphone. I'm talking about when there wasn't no smartphones. You couldn't do that. You could do that with not with the. not with the phones they had back then, and man, like that time, like they ain't cell phones. People wouldn't even use cell phones like that.
This is my brother. My brother can't think past go. If I tell my brother go in the kitchen, like my brother who just came home, he a little bit smart, just a tad bit smarter than our little brother. Our little brother, if you tell him go in the kitchen and get the broom, he gonna come back and be like, "What you told me to go get?" Like, dude, you just walked out the room like 2 seconds ago,
Right.
and he be like, "He'll go in the kitchen, he'll get the broom, but then he'll put the broom back down because something else will catch his attention." And then he's like, "Oh man, I forgot." And will clean out the door off to his day and do whatever it is he got to do. I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, something is really ticking in his brain, and it's not ticking fast. It's ticking like super, super slow, like 2.5 seconds per hour."
Wow. Hey, Ariel. Hey, if you want to join the conversation, you hit the link and come on up here.
I haven't seen a payphone in who knows how long.
I don't know what WIP mean, but okay. Well, maybe yeah. Maybe you can't come over right now. Hey, it's all good. Catch the next one, or if you come up over still here, come up later. But yeah. Oh yeah, and like neutral, like she was talking about like yeah, you had to rely on the payphones. I forgot about the payphones. I don't even know if they even. I don't know if they even still had them around since like cell phones popping. I
Payphone
ain't.
used to be my best friend back in the day.
Oh
Payphone.
yeah. But the thing
Payphone.
about it, you had to make sure you had some change though.
Oh yeah, I used to take all my grandpa change. He knew already where I was gonna be at, and he knew where to find me at.
Oh yeah.
If
You
it
ain't
was
got.
cheaper,
You better have change though. You have that payphones, and depending on where the payphone is, depending on how much it costs. Cause some payphones be trying to get you for extra and all that.
right? I call my friends and be like, "I know where I'm at. Come over to where I'm at. I'm not about to stay on the phone long so they could be like deposit another quarter. No, we're not about to do that. Come to where I'm at. Y'all know where I'm
Unless you try to do them collect calls.
at." We learned about that toward the end. Like by that time, but grandpa was like, "They got these phones that it came out with. I'm gonna get you a phone." And that's when they
And,
started doing the free after 7 o'clock. Like,
and some people be trying to be some people be slick with the collect call, do the collect call. They be saying like what they want to say, and then after that, they be like, "Oh yeah, I don't accept the charges."
right? I love that. I think they got a payphone at Walmart. If I go to Walmart, I'm gonna take a picture.
I'm sure they still got a few of them around, but yeah, like I say, nobody really use them like that. I think I don't know if they still have them at the library where I'm at, but I don't think they do. I think they probably took them out. I don't know. I mean, but think about it, I can't go see it right now until they open it back up. But yeah,
They opened
yeah.
our library up in phase 1 and closed it back during phase 2. I was like, that was fast.
Oh, you talking about opening up and closing
Yeah, when they opened the city back up, it was like the library was open. The park across the street from the library was open. And then we went right up to the library, it was closed. Everything was closed. The little cat
I mean,
meal out of it and everything.
but the thing about it is like they open the city up, but it's like I go to the library, it's like it's still closed. I'm like, oh man. But it's just like it's just like some of the stuff didn't make sense. And I remember watching this video from these two guys Alvin and Preach, and they were talking about cause like these two, even though they were like kind of like non-American black, they were like they like live in Canada, and like one of them like went from Canada to here, and he was like saying how Canada was. It was like they had like procedures where they were actually doing like social distancing. So like when he went to the went on a plane. He was like, man, he said it's the best experience ever because it was like they had nobody near each other, so he had like so much room. He loved it.
Right.
He was like, it wasn't no overbooking there. Everybody had enough ample room, wasn't nobody near each other. I was like, man. But he said when he came here to America, he criticized America for not want to stay at house and why people were against it. Why there were some people against it. And then when I guess we came there, he was seeing how ridiculous certain things was. He was like, "Yeah, I apologize. I didn't. I now understand why some of y'all are against it. The laws here make no the law they have here for social distancing make no sense."
It really do.
I was like, I mean, because it don't. It's like some things they talk about it don't. Like it be like, oh, you got to make sure you wear a mask, even though the CDC tells you if you wear a mask and you're not sick, you can get sick.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody can look that up. That's on their website.
Right.
Cause I think like somebody tried to tell me that was experience. I'm like, no, you can look it up. Like I ain't that ain't an experience. You can just look it up. That's a fact.
I seen a lady cut a hole in her mask, and I was like, "What's the purpose of wearing the mask if you're gonna cut a hole in the mask?" She was like, she was on this video on Facebook talking about, "I can't breathe." Like,
I mean, some of the masks you can't really breathe in them like that. I mean, I get it.
right. So she gonna cut a hole in it. Just take the mask off, because at this point you ain't covering nothing but your freaking cheekbones. That's all you covering, and your chin.
Yeah, I mean, it's like think about it. You gonna be all right. They airborne, so you gonna be fine.
I tell people stay away from me. Mm-mm. My cousin was up there coughing, her
Oh
baby
yeah.
coughing. I'm like,
I
y'all
mean,
got
I
to
mean, I didn't like people calling before this thing happened. I just think that's just kind of
right.
rude. Like you coughing, and especially you not cover your mouth. That's just rude. I don't care if you're sick or not. That's
Somebody
just that.
coughing, I punch their
Yeah,
face.
I mean that just is common. That is common courtesy, common etiquette. Like to cover your mouth when doing it. Like I mean, I remember hearing people make excuses for those people before this whole thing happened. I'm like, no, there ain't no excuse because they
Right.
should know better. These are grown people.
They act like they don't know nothing about anything. I'm like, really? What school y'all went to? Like, nobody didn't teach y'all this. This is stuff
I
that's taught at home.
I mean, it's like basic stuff, and people act like they don't know basic cleanliness. Sometimes I'm just like, wow. I can't tell you the number of times I went to the bathroom. I was seeing somebody use the bathroom and they just walk straight out the door. Don't even touch the water or the soap or nothing. They just walk straight out the door.
Yeah, they be like, I ain't do nothing. I'm not gonna touch nobody.
And it's
You
like they be lying. They be
got
lying because they
your
be
hand.
they be lying because they be shaking everybody's hand.
Right. Like,
I'm
it,
just like I'm like, why are you lying? You
my
and
auntie was like, she can't. She felt like she was gonna crack under pressure because she had the virus and she had to come home and quarantine. And she was like, everything was scary to her afterwards. And I was like, it's a whole new feeling of something that you have to get used to.
yeah, and it's like thinking about the virus that people really looked at the numbers and now like the numbers like seem big enough that it look like it's worse than it is, which if you really compare it, it's like the virus isn't really dangerous to the majority of the population. Even if you get it, they would just tell you just like to stay at the house for a few days until it's gone. So
That line to keep it.
yeah, that's exactly what they do a line to kick. I remember, oh man, I'm thinking about one time one of my friends, they were we were chilling And then like he was digging his nose, and then he wanted to go shake my hand. I'm like, no, what you doing, bro? I see what your head being. Uh,
Right.
you ain't about to dig your nose in about to shake my hand. No, that ain't about to happen, bro.
It's like I'm gonna need you to get away from me, like all the way.
I mean, ain't like supposed to get away from you. You need to go wash your hands. That's nasty,
Get away from me, go wash your hands. I come
right?
back to my house and I was like, I had to tell my cousin, he was like, I'm coming by you. I'm like, I don't know why everybody always want to come over here by me. And I was like, I have a weak immune system, and my auntie is very overprotective of me now because of this. Like, anytime I leave out the house, she's like, you got your mask? I'm like, yes, I have my mask. I have
Um,
gloves, I have everything that I need.
okay, you got weak mucus, so it might affect you, but
Yeah,
it might affect you
yeah,
worse.
but I
But
said it.
I'm just like saying, like it's just like majority of people, yeah, it probably you're gonna probably most likely get the mild symptoms, but I mean, I kind of hope that I'm not gonna say it. I hope that you never get it, so you never have to find out.
Right, because I'm not trying to go through what I see my auntie go through. I just be like, don't come around me. I want to go to the store early in the morning. That way, there's not that many people in the store. I don't want to be out all day. Go to the park. I want to sit far, far away from people and just be around the three people that I'm always with, and that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's one way of doing it.
Yeah, I'm not even ready to go back to doing hair, and I sure don't want to go back to the job because they turned the building that we work at is they turned it into a hospital because the hospital was running out of rooms for patients. And so I was like, this is a COVID building now. Why is y'all asking us to come back to work? I'm not trying to change it.
Yeah, I feel you. Cause it's like it's like think about the virus is it has like all the symptoms are identical to the flu.
Yeah.
I think it's just like slight differences in the maybe like two or three things, but
Hmm.
it's
I
it
don't even
symptoms are,
like the
symptoms
flu.
are pretty much the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure like some of the people who they say got the virus probably got the flu.
Hmm. That's what my boss said. Social distance. He was like, all y'all have to do is you come in, everyone's gonna get checked. She sounded like a real life size Barbie doll when she thought she was like, everyone's gonna get checked and everyone's gonna get their temperature. We all have a care packet. Lady, I don't care what you have on me. I'm not coming. Now,
Yeah,
you me over the Delta. I'll go work Delta. Like I would do that because I know Delta has been really closed down. I will go work Delta, but I'm not coming to the convention center. We're not about to do that.
right. And I mean, it's like I see certain places now. Like, I mean, I don't really see too many places like that, but I know certain places they be like they want to let people come in. They do that whole thing scanning to make sure you ain't got a fever or something like that. I'm like, man, if I got to do all that, I ain't coming in.
Right.
You got it. And it ain't worth the effort.
Like that's all you, bro. That is all you. And now that they're paying the extra $23 for pandemic workers, I'm like, no, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Now, I mean,
Or
I know, yeah, I know, like it's like with some, essential workers, like they have put some bill in place called a Heroes Pay Bill, like try to get people to come back to work. I mean, I don't know if they do it for all of them, but I know I know some of them have done it like where I work at there, they did it because I only kind of found out about it because when I was when I was working, I think it was on a Friday. It was Thursday or Friday or something like that. And they were, the plant manager had us come in and talk, talk to everybody. He was like, yeah, because of course, it's like, yeah, make sure everybody, you you wear your mask, you're staying safe. We ain't got no cases. Anybody catch the virus, you're doing what you're supposed to do. They more worried about the virus, even though we're surrounded by dust, which is worse because if you yell and I mean, I did a video about that talking about silicosis, which is when like when you inhale too much dust, like silica dust can get into your lungs and start tearing up your lungs.
Hmm.
So with that, like if it tears up your lungs too badly, you inhale too much of it, get in your mouth or whatever, your nose and all that, then it actually affects you in the long run. So like what it would do is that you would probably have like breathing problems down the road. So it could turn up like tuberculosis or lung cancer or whatever. It could turn up to certain things, but but they call it silicosis though.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's like you breathe a little dust, it ain't gonna really do nothing to you, but if you breathe in too much, it's deadly.
Hmm.
I mean, it ain't gonna kill you like you're gonna die right away, but it will mess your body up in the long run, which will probably shorten your lifespan in the end. So
Wow. So funny.
so it's always important to make sure you have like the right gear with that. Like I mean, of course, like this is like a issue with construction. That's where I first heard about it when I was working in construction. They had like safety meetings on that
Okay.
because like when you're picking up, certain stuff in there, it's like of course you're gonna be surrounded by dirt, especially when they're building, when they're, I mean, of course they first start building and even when they build other stuff, there's gonna be dust lying around from other products, like could from drywall or any or any type of stuff that you got working on over there. So you may be, it's likely you'll be surrounded by a lot of dust. And I mean, some places a little safer than others, but the chance of you being around dust is that probably gonna be a good chance. And one of the ways that they told us like to prevent dust even forming is like to wet the ground that you're on because the ground's wet and dust can't fly up. So as far as that, like you would just like you got like dust. Oh, it's better. More it's important that if you have like dust in your mouth, something like that, you don't want to swallow the dust. That's the worst thing you can do. But
Nope.
maybe like your kid, find a way to rinse it out. Rinse out the dust in your mouth, and
Right.
on top of that, make sure your nose clean of the dirt because you don't want that in there either.
That's true. I don't want that.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, but other than that, it's you know, I mean I mean when I wear a mask, that's the only time I wear it because that's the only time I really need it because we do a lot of dust. So
Hmm.
so I don't really need it for the virus. But I mean, if you need for a virus, like the mask I'm wearing, you don't really need it for that. Like as far as a mask, really all you need is like a cloth mask. But
Right.
every time I say, well, then they try to say, well, it's not gonna be good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. I mean, you could wear, more mask. I mean, more, better working masks. But really, all you need is a cloth mask.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
have
think
a
it.
lot of those.
Oh my bad.
Huh?
Oh my bad. What were you gonna say?
That's why I have a lot of those.
Okay, yeah. I know they mentioned the N95 mask. Oh yeah, hey son, how you doing? Oh my bad. Hey, shit. But uh, but yeah.
I eventually hate the Sunny.
Huh?
Now you didn't see Sunny.
No, I mean I think I seen it. I just forgot to say hi to it. But that's what I was trying to say. I appreciate that, Sonny. Yeah, Sonny always be coming through. Supporting. But but yeah, I think like when I was there talking about where you need an N95 mask, I'm like you could have that, but it's like you don't really need it. But I mean, some people can get, but I mean you don't really need it. I think that it might cost more, but yeah, I mean like really all you need is like a good cloth mask. That's pretty much it. And it's like with this whole thing, they have made masks fashionable. I guess people say, hey, if we're gonna have to wear them, we might as well look good wearing them or something.
Right.
I'm just like they got all type of masks. They had the Gucci masks and all name brand, masks. I'm like,
They
I
had
mean,
this
they doing all kind of stuff with.
like I think he wanted $30 a mask. I was like, oh no.
Who want $30 mask?
There's a man at the store by my house. He had masks for sale for $30.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, cloth masks.
No, they had some type of writing on it. It was supposed to be like a fashion statement mask.
I mean, was it cloth or?
Yeah, it was cloth.
Oh no, no, yeah, yeah. He ain't get no $30 for that. He might pay for that.
I'm not paying that $30 for the mask. I was like, no.
Yeah, I mean, you would be pushing it with 20.
But my sister's girlfriend, she worked at the dentist's office and she bought us masks. I was like, I am not paying all that money that these people are paying for a mask. Like, we're not
Right.
gonna do that.
So I wish I would go looking for a mask. They charge me $30 for it. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
It's gonna stay right there. You can keep that.
Yeah, man, ain't no point in getting that.
It really ain't.
Not for $30.
They're gonna need another one real soon. People like this lady was mad at her daughter because she left her mask at the park, and they had left, and they came all the way back to get the mask, and the mask was gone. And she was like, "Did y'all see a yellow mask over here?" And I was like, "No." And she was yelling at that girl all the way back to her car.
Oh yeah, yeah, like people steal something. They be saying like, oh no, and then the worst ones be the ones that help you look for it. Like I
Yeah,
don't know where it is, but I'm gonna help you find it.
right.
No good and well you stole it, but you haven't find it.
I
You
hate
not
that.
help. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me find it. I can't find it anywhere.
For real. Like, I can't believe you lost it. You have it. Like, give me my stuff. If I have to search you for my stuff, I will.
Right. You
My
gotta pull that strap on.
my
Like,
sister good for that. She would take your stuff and help you look for
I mean, I feel like you must say get butt naked.
it.
What? Now get butt naked. I need to see you if you got all my stuff.
Be like, give me. I said that earlier. General said we was gonna do a drive by. I was like, who? Not me. I'm not doing a drive by with y'all.
I mean, I didn't get what they were saying because, like, I guess, like, because my phone died, I couldn't get the context of it.
We were supposed to do a drive by on you.
What do you mean drive by me?
I guess it was coming by you.
What do you mean come by me?
Kidnap you or something.
You said what happened?
I said, I guess we were supposed to kidnap you or something. All I know is there was a drive-by being done, and all the girls was gonna be in the
And nobody kidnapped me.
van. I was like, no, zero's always packing, so we're not gonna do that one.
Yeah, I fight back a lot. You ain't take me hostage. I'll be like, yeah. I said I don't like getting in, but yeah, I'm equal opportunity. If I have to, it be a lot of black eyes going on around here.
Oh my goodness. Somebody better ever try to snatch you this.
I mean, it wouldn't matter if they were female or male. Same thing would happen.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, where's the target? Oh, we left him. Why did you leave him? Because he put up a big fight. Like, it should not have to be that hard to kidnap somebody.
Yeah, I would make it very, very difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, man. I mean, I do got kind of got to look back at it. The stream, but I was like, man, I was so mad that my phone died over. I was like, oh man.
And Nadia was getting you. I was like, I don't know where Zero at, but he needs to see this. He said, as soon as you came back, he said, bro, read the chat. Just read the chat.
No, I mean, I thought Meredith said something in the stream because, like I said, I couldn't hear, so it was like
Oh, no. She was too busy yelling West Side.
saying that Meredith, I'm not the gangster, Zero the gangster.
Yeah, she said Zero the real gangster. She was like, because I'm from the West Side and not in the
Right,
East Side.
right.
I was like, how did we get here? Like, when did all this happen?
I mean, I just made a joke. She's like, oh, I'm not a gangster. I mean, I don't think I actually called her a gangster, but it just kind of like it just kind of ended up that way.
Right.
But I mean, just like there are people celebrating Juneteenth, and I did it at first, like when I first like was like started being about my people and all that. But
Mhm.
I mean, but after I really just kind of found out what when I found out what emancipation really meant and all that, I'm just like, nah, I can't even celebrate that holiday. I mean, people keep thinking, oh, this is a holiday that freed us. Like, no, the 13th Amendment was supposed to be what freed black people.
Right.
Emancipation Proclamation just made slaves public property. Just changed ownership. That's what emancipation comes from. Means change of ownership. Like the etymology of it comes from a French word. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing. Mansapare, which that means to change the owner, to change or give ownership to change ownership or something. So I'm like, oh, so I read it like, oh, okay, you changing the ownership, but the definition talking about we're freeing somebody. And I'm like, well, I don't know how free somebody is if you got to change ownership.
Right. That's right.
So like pretty much made it public property because the Union was actually jealous of the South, having slave labor. They really wanted, but it was like, yeah, we want it, but we're gonna act like we would have freed people. But we need that manpower to turn the tide in the war.
Right. Mm.
And I mean, even after the Civil War, it's like 13th Amendment, after it was created, like it was created fairly. We were going to get our 40 acres of the mule, and then after Lincoln got assassinated, the 13th Amendment disappeared for a few years,
Right.
and then and because like the original had 20 sections in it, now it has two, and neither one of them really helps us.
So we just back to square one.
So now it looks like Lincoln lied about what he said. Well, he really was gonna give us some land because he had coordinates written in the original one.
Right.
And one is able to do a video showing that because it's like a lot of people don't know that. And I remember when I first heard about it, I was hanging around with my people who was like one of the Moors and all that, and she was telling me about 13 maybe 20 sections, and she had like an old Moor Science Temple membership card which had that on the back where it tell you about it, tell you where you can go. Where you go get it. I think it's like Social Security Administration.
Right.
And the thing about it is you can request it for free
Okay.
using the Freedom Information Act.
Mm.
They can't deny you that. So like if you ever want to get a copy of it,
Right.
the government is legally required to actually give you that.
Mm.
So
I see, but she likes stuff like that.
yeah, it's like I gotta look it up online, but I would actually have to, I would have to make a video on how to get there because like the original place like where you could really say where you could look it up fully, given the steps. It's actually kind of old now because they done changed it up a little bit.
Right.
It's like one of the places where you could click on it to go into it. They kind of like took it out the index, so it's like if you look at it, you kind of gotta go through like the one before and just move your way there. And
Mm.
once you move your way there, if you know what page it's on, then you just go immediately there.
Okay.
But it's just like I guess like a way of like trying to hide it because this was like on a Library of Congress website I was looking at. So this wasn't just like because I know some people will be like, oh, this is conspiracy, but it wasn't a conspiracy. It's like really happened, but I just had information about what was going on, and just something turned out right. But as far as everything's concerned, I'm trying to remember where I left off at.
Mhm.
Lost my train of thought.
What you doing over there?
I'm not even doing anything. That's a thing about it. Like I had it, and then all of a sudden I just forgot. Remind me, Purple.
My auntie was like,
Oh,
"That's
okay, now I remember.
over."
Okay, now I remember. Lost train of thought. Got back on the train. Okay. Yeah, yeah, like the 13 and yeah, 13 Amendment. Yeah, it's like the library, the Library of Congress. Like, yeah, they just. I mean, I guess like enough people looked at it. They just trying to hide it.
Right.
So it's like thing about the government is it's like even though they don't want everybody to know, like they're legally bound to show you. No, no, doesn't mean they have to show you in a way that makes it easy for you. No, they don't have to do that, but they're required to show you. So usually, if they tell people stuff, they might they'll most likely put it in TV or movies, but it's usually like stuff that would be like entertaining, so like you don't even catch it unless you really know,
Right.
or you just good enough to put the pieces together. And even if you could, unless you can piece it all together logically, you just gonna sound like they just make you sound like a crazy person. by going out to one of these per people and trying to expose what they're doing. Because I mean, this is like a big organization, so this ain't like
Mhm.
first time it happens now. If they manage to get it taken down by one person, like it was a movie or something, that'd be crazy.
Right.
But I don't think it's happening like that. So
Think it is.
so with that, like it's just crazy how that how that happens. Because like yeah, if someone managed to do that and that, like I mean, it's just gonna be hard on you, especially if
Mhm.
you're in a group. Because like it's like well, not in a group, but if you by yourself, you can be discredited and laid off into the shadows if they make you look bad enough,
Right.
or do enough to make sure you never work again. Which is kind of like what they did to Gary Webb, who was the guy that wrote the book The Dark Alliance, which was based off of testimonies about the war on drugs uh, from I think Vietnam or China, Vietnam, or Russia, whatever it is. They working with whoever it is over there. So I guess like they work with it up there, their armor girl or whatever. But when they had Gary Webb, and Gary Webb could have probably just left, but he was more interested in the truth.
Right.
So I guess he got all the information he could, about Contra. And once he wrote it, exposed it, and everybody was looking at it, they were like, "Man, I can't believe that this happened to so and so," and and it was just, I mean, it's just wild, like how they just took away this man's identity, well, not his identity, his whole life, and knowing about the eye, and then once like something like where somebody is called lamb, yeah, identity strip now is a problem,
Right.
but because like I mean they took away his whole career, so like I think most likely he was broke, so like I guess after he started stopping around people, he came back. Somebody they came back. I think it might have been 2005 or 2008, like where I guess like wanted to carry like see to see him see the writer talk to people and then find this person dead. And it was like thing about it was like the person had like two gunshot wounds in the back of the head, but it's ruled a suicide though.
Right.
Two guns two gunshots back head, but it's suicide. Which I'm like, oh wow, okay. So they didn't bother like even trying to reopen that case, but after they discredited him, it's like think about it, he was discredited by the I don't know if it came first or not, but all I know is he was discredited by his own company, and then everybody he interviewed who gave him sources on his book, they all they all changed their tune and shut up. So
And it was no part of that.
yeah, I mean, it's like after he got killed, and like the whole point of it, the whole drug trade game and all that was simply because they needed money to fund the war. and I guess like all other states weren't going to give him the the money necessary. So like okay, well I can make money off these drugs then because I can do it like that.
Right.
So maybe you ever like seen the game Contra? That was the name of the military operation
Mm-hmm.
that they had out there in Nicaragua. So yeah, I think about time the information about that whole incident fully came out was like during the time where they had the whole scandal with Bill Clinton. So everybody was focused on the scandal than the story with her.
Mr. Clinton said he was just trying to live his best life.
Yeah, well, it was screwing black folks, but yeah,
Yep.
I mean, because I can't say he was a good dude. I mean, I probably said it when I didn't know no better, but now that I know how he is, because he say he enacted laws. He set the laws that I mean he set the laws that put us in jail, like the crime bill. Crime
Right.
bill was he signed it in. It wasn't like he vetoed it and then Congress decided that we're gonna let it go through anyway. But but yeah, as far as with that, like yeah, like yeah, I mean it's like I mean I think he still has his book. I think his book's still out. It's called I think I mentioned it. I think it's called Dark Alliance. Like it's still out. I mean you know I mean it's a pretty big book, so it probably take a while to read all of it. But I think he originally started putting it out on the internet though. But yeah, once he done, I was like, man, I said, yeah, that's a big book. And they even did a movie about it called "Kill the Messenger," which came out like about 3 years ago, but they did no advertisement in it for some reason. Odd, right?
Okay.
Did you ever see that movie, or this your first time hearing about it?
This is my first time hearing about it.
See, they ain't do no advertising on it. You would have thought like they do. It's like you used to do advertising on every other movie. This movie came out and nobody knew about it. Only reason I knew about it was simply because I'd heard about it on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart before he left, and he was talking about it. I think he was talking about it. I think he was talking about a director or somebody from that movie, and I heard about it, but I didn't go see it. But then it was crazy later on. Like one of my friends told me, "Yeah, you need to go see Kill the Messenger." I heard about that movie. I said, "All right, well, I'm gonna go check it out." Check that out. I mean, yeah, it was, yeah. I mean, if you ain't seen it, it's a must watch. But yeah, they destroyed that man's life badly. And I mean, I'm sure there are other people that have. I mean, I mean, it's like even when they talking about Martin Luther King and all that. I mean, and it's like a whole different topic. But but yeah, Martin Luther King, like a lot of people be like, oh yeah, people love him so much. I mean, people did love him to like towards the end, like where Martin Luther King started talking about that black empowerment stuff and tried to get laws to a place so where black people could be more self sufficient.
Right.
And this was that like where he started getting real cool with Malcolm. Like I mean, like they seemed like they had like same views.
Right.
So it's just like, oh man, uh Martin and Malcolm doing their thing, and it's like, and like one of the biggest things that he did that really that really push stuff like push where you try to get some laws implemented to push self sufficiency. He created a movement called the Chicago Freedom Act. I mean, Chicago Freedom Movement. And the thing about it was like when Martin Luther King and them marched up there, I'm pretty sure they probably thought they were gonna be welcome with open arms, with the whites up there, but no, they actually detested them. It's like I think these probably like some of the same people that would have donated to them down south. So I guess it was like, well, that's as long as it's down south
Mhm.
where, maybe where they think they're safe or they are safe, then that's where I was gonna go with that.
What that was? I'm gonna have to send it to you so you can tell me if it's real or not. That that had something advertised about Tyler Perry playing Malcolm X in the movie. I was like, no,
About who playing Malcolm X?
Tyler Perry.
Oh no, 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 no. We had Denzel Washington. That was enough. He did an excellent job playing Malcolm X. We don't need Tyler Perry playing no Malcolm X. No,
I
no,
saw
no,
that. No, hell no.
no, no,
Hell no.
no,
My
no.
brother was like, I think he'll do a good job. No.
No. He. I mean, for one, he ain't gonna do a good job catching Malcolm. And then on top of that, I look nowhere near Malcolm. Like at least Denzel looked as close to Malcolm as he could get.
Right.
Tyler
Tyler
Perry's not
Perry,
gonna look close to Malcolm. I'm
Tyler Perry
sorry.
movies, like Tyler Perry needs to stick to what he's doing with the wigs and the people that he's already playing around with. I don't want to see a Tyler
Yeah.
Perry with Malcolm X.
Oh no, no, no. You definitely shouldn't be. I mean, there's I mean, yeah, people say crazy stuff. We let people say crazy stuff, and it's just like, oh, yeah, we're not gonna say that. At least when Julia Roberts was stupid enough talking about she wanted to play Harriet Tubman or whoever thought it was a good idea for her to play Harriet Tubman,
Lisa.
thought it was a great idea
Mm-hmm.
to
Julie was
put
like,
cat.
no.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. To have a white woman
In
playing
my
a black one.
Right. That lady was like, you trying to get me up on every level.
Yeah, I mean that's how I was like just thought that was ridiculous. I mean, it's like people say here it was a good movie, but I just don't want to watch another slave movie. Let's like the Gullah Wars or the Haitian Revolution. Those are the ones I would actually watch because that's where the slaves won overwhelmingly against the oppressors.
Right.
'Cause, I mean, you had Haitian Revolution. They fought against the Polish Army, which was probably like considered like the greatest army back then. But yeah, these Haitians who had no training and somehow managed to beat Napoleon and get and chase them off the island of Haiti.
Right.
I mean, you can't tell me that ain't amazing. And then you have like the Gullah Wars, which is had like Gullah Geechee, which was mainly made up of Native American, which was like black people or so-called black people. And then you had, I mean, it's crazy. It's like they had that going for a long time. That fight, like, and a lot of times they would sneak into slave plantations and start revolts, start rebellions. And I think the Gullah Geechee connected with the other groups. So I think like Haiti and all them type of groups joined up with them. And it's like thing about it was they had superior tactics, so they were able to use the surroundings around them. So the U.S. Army couldn't even beat them. Like I mean, like and like and it's like Andrew Jackson was a general. This was even thought about being a president. They were kicking his butt all the way up and down the states. And it's crazy. Like George Washington, not Andrew Jackson's only victory was that he attacked a village full of women and children that were defenseless.
Right.
I mean, he was that much of a coward. He claimed that as a victory.
He was willing to accept anything.
Yeah, I mean, because he wasn't gonna win the real battle because they just whooping him.
Right.
And I think the only time they actually had anything that that like anything that the U.S. Army considered a victory was like the one time where the Gullah Geechee made the mistake of trying to fight like their enemy. And when they did that, they lost and got arrested. But they broke out, and once they did, they vowed never to do that again. So once they do it again, they were unstoppable. I mean, they could not beat the Gullah Geechee. Like the U.S. Army was lucky that they survived all it did. Matter of fact, the Gullah Geechee was probably a big part of why the 13th Amendment was in place.
Right.
Because like it's like, hey, we just fought civil war, so I mean we can't really have the Gullah Geechee, especially how superior their tactics are, strategies are. You might as well just be better at letting that one go,
Right.
because you ain't gonna win. But yeah, I'm like, oh man, I wish they would do movies on that because that would be both of them would be great movies to see. Cause I'm actually kind of tired of seeing these documentaries where it's just showing black folks, being oppressed. I mean, yeah, I mean to a certain extent we are, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm never going to deny that. But let's not act like they're oppressing every aspect of our lives because
Right.
we do have some measure of control. Now some things, yeah, you just can't deal with. That's just it is what it is. But there are some things we can do to change it. It might not be a whole lot, but at least it's enough to really do something. So,
So, is
wait,
your chat buffering on your end?
I don't see a buffer.
That's not what I did. Oh,
But can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, but but that's like the main reason I don't like Juneteenth is just because like I don't, it's just like yeah we changed ownership. I'm like, and it's kind of it's inaccurate because it's like, well, they're saying that's the day they freedom. Like, well, I'm like, it's like triply Juneteenth ain't for black people, really.
Wow.
But black people celebrate it. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I don't. I mean, I try to, I try to tell them, but I'm not gonna really tell them about what they can and can't celebrate because they right celebrate what they want to. If they gonna be stupid enough to celebrate Columbus Day, like, hey,
I'm gonna
that's on
try.
you. That's
My
on you.
grandpa quick to say, that's a man-made holiday. I'm like, okay, all right.
Well, man, I don't like the whole term to my man-made holidays. All holidays are man-made. I don't, I don't even
Human
get that.
nature, so everything in
Yeah,
him is something that shouldn't be.
yeah. I'm like, it's really good time people say man-made. Like that's like a horrible thing because like everything real is really man-made anyway. I mean, I guess you say maybe self nature.
Right. Well, he used to use it to scare me. But as I got older, I used to be like, Grandpa, bro, chill out. You and Grandma just need to chill. Chill. Like, come on, I just chill.
You say you
He
used to be
always
scared.
talking like that. Yeah, my grandpa, he's everything he used to use it. Like after I had my baby, because him and my grandma they split up, and when I go by her, I had to deal with her Jehovah Witness crap, and then when I go by him, I had to deal with it from him. And when I was younger, before I stopped listening to him, he was all like, everything I did was man made. Getting tattoos, man made. Piercings, man made. Me coloring my hair, all that was man made. He was like, you gonna get in trouble, God gonna punish you. And I was like, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, and I'm not trying to say this to offend anybody who like reads the Bible, or, practice Christianity. But I mean, if you look at the guy of the Bible in the Old Testament, like, I mean, if I say Old Testament, New Testament, it's a different God. I think it's the same one. But that's my opinion on it. But as far as that, like in the Old Testament, God was a horrible individual. If you really looked at the stories,
Right,
I was like, this one, well, he's a forgiving God. I'm like, where? But I'm just saying, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but it's just like if you look at the story of Job and think, there's something okay with that. I'm just like, okay, you found nothing wrong. All right, cool. I'm not judging it, but it's just like I just thought that was like a very unfair thing that happened to him because like Joe was considered like perfect in God's eyes, perfect. He did everything he supposed to do, and never. I guess as far as considered, never committed sin, and he still
right.
got messed with.
How you doing, Shay? Okay.
Oh, hey, Shay. Oh, Shay back.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if Shay want to come up or not. I put in one more time, and and Shay must be done cleaning. But,
Shay was on
but
a mission.
yeah, yeah. I think she was cleaning earlier too, so she must have been clean for a while. But
She probably listened to some music. You know how it is when you listen
yeah,
to music, you get in the groove and all that good stuff.
yeah. I pretty much had to make myself get up and do it live because I was like almost like I don't want to do it because I think it was like probably other videos I wanted to watch. I'm like, yeah, I just go and watch that. But I was like, no, I got to do this live because if I don't, I'm probably not gonna do it this weekend. I need to at least do one at the very least.
Right. So you're gonna be seeing my auntie face on Wednesday, starting next month. You're gonna see her face a lot. Probably every Wednesday because she usually off on Wednesday night, and we just have different topics and stuff for her to talk about because she really want to do something on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to talk to her before she do it. My auntie like to tell all our old baby stories and stuff like that. Like, nah, can't be doing that on YouTube. This is not Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. I remember you saying that earlier.
Shit, when it shows y'all a whole picture of me when I was a baby. Like, you don't put that picture away.
Right. I mean, putting out baby pictures. I had to say something to my mama about like a few years ago because she wanted to post a baby picture of me, like celebrate my birthday. I'm like, don't be doing that. Don't be putting my baby pictures on social media.
Right. Somebody told my auntie, this lady who worked at the gas station. She she asked my auntie, who that big tall girl is that be with you? And she said, "Well, that's my oldest. That's my niece, and she
Uh,
accepts all of us as her kids." And she was like, "That's my oldest. That's my niece." And she was like, she cursed my daughter out, and my auntie was like, "What did your daughter do to my niece?" She was like, she was talking about her, but that didn't give her a reason to curse my child out. And my
right,
auntie said, to tell you something about my niece. She don't hold her tongue for nobody. So if your daughter said something about her, 9 times out of 10 she did curse her out. And she was like 9 times out of 10 she did call her the B word. It was like
yeah,
I really need to stop calling people that. 'Cause, like I'm getting older, so I need to control my words.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, Shay, I see. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you come to Nashville. Oh yeah. So it'd be interesting to see, hear about your time here in Nashville.
She out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Shay from Memphis, so like that, those like our crazy cousins. I mean, I'm saying Memphis niggas are crazy. I mean, they cool as hell, but you don't wanna mess with them.
Oh no.
Yeah, Memphis niggas be real cool, but yeah, you try them. They they let you know why Memphis ain't nothing to mess with. I guess like I guess that's at North Memphis. Like I think what you'll find out why Patch Pet tell you why North Memphis is where the killers at.
Mm-mm. You go to Tennessee, any part of Tennessee. Don't look at them sideways. Don't get out the way with them. Don't get mouthy. Like, what you saying?
Cause I remember like when Daddy was talking about like how it be up in New Jersey and all that. You can't you say something hi to somebody, they look at you like you crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's cause y'all rude up there.
They do.
I'm just like that is rude. I'm like, that's cause y'all some jerks up there. Y'all rude.
My ex girlfriend is from New Jersey, and she had the worst attitude when I first met her. I was like, "Why are you so mean?" She was like, "What? I don't know you." I was like, "Well, just want to say, I'm your shift manager. I'm a nice person." But that girl had an attitude on her, and I was like, "Is it everybody from like New York and New Jersey that just have these stone cold hearted attitudes? Like, don't look
I,
at me
I,
or tell me that, but I won't look at you and tell you that."
I mean, it's kind of fun. Like I know, like one dude, like I guess we were cool one point in time, and then it was like when we were cool, he would be like, "Tom, man, we're in New York. What I was in New York. What I did with all this, just like really just down in Nashville." I'm like thinking, okay, if Nashville that bad, why don't you go back to New York?
For real.
Hey, Ori.
uh,
I think they met. I think she was from one. I can't remember whichever I met her.
what you said, it's hot out there.
Yeah, oh yeah, Shay. Yeah, if you don't sleep with Huskies, man, that takeout be like real slow. If you getting one thing, you getting one pizza, you might be waiting about 30 minutes to an extra 30 minutes to an hour. Cause like, I went and got a Sliver Husky pizza today. It literally took an hour till I got my pizza.
Mm-mm.
I was supposed to get it at 6:30. By the time I got it, it was literally 7:30.
No, it's too hot to be waiting on. Mm-mm. I went to
I mean, I
Walmart.
mean, it wasn't even really hot though. It was just like I just didn't want to wait there, and I was hungry.
It was hot.
I,
It's
I'm,
too
I'm talking. Well, it wasn't really hot though.
I went to Walmart to look for the fan that she was telling me about. There was no fan none, not box fans, the little fan with metal blades, no fan.
Yeah,
They had
today is officially like the first day of summer, so yeah. Well, I guess since technically Sunday now, is second day of summer, but yeah.
mm-mm, nah, I can't.
So yeah, of course all the fans gonna be gone. I
Yeah.
mean, you be lucky if there's still air conditioners there.
They had one air conditioner on
That's
the
what I'm
other
saying.
side. One air conditioner.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying.
who came and brought all these fans? Like, I just want to know so I can visit them and bargain with them on the fan. They didn't even have the ones that stand up and rotate. I was like,
People who wanted fans in their house. I mean,
but they're all the fans, the
yeah,
colors of fans.
a whole bunch of people probably need them. So yeah, so
Because the
yeah,
only thing
yeah.
I told my auntie, I was like, they got this lady on YouTube named Shay, and she said, get the metal fan. And she was like, I ain't bet. We
You
walked
should
up and
have
down the aisle.
I say so you should have got it when it was still out of season.
Exactly.
See, that's where you messed up at. Now you gotta wait until they bring us some more.
Yeah, but I got my cousin fiance. He worked at the Walmart across the river. So as soon as he say, "Hey, look, we stocked," I'm going over there. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care what I'm in the middle of doing. I'm stopping it and going over there and get me a fan because I got
To my cousin food. He's like, yeah, you've been 11, the food and burnt. You're like, yeah, made a fire, but I got my fan.
right. I
Start
have
a
a
fire.
Home Depot fans are high. Like a box fan at Home Depot is like $27. And I was like, no,
A
it's
box for what?
17. A box fan is twenty
Oh,
seven dollars at Home Depot. And
I'm
I was like,
I might just from Walmart.
they're 17 at Walmart.
Okay. So it's 17 at Walmart, and you say it's 25 or 27 at
27
Lowe's?
at Home Depot.
Home
I'm
Depot,
scared to go
okay.
to Lowe's. Lowe's is an uppity type of place. You go to Lowe's, you're gonna be spending about $30 on a fan. No, I want this fan that she told us about. That's the fan I want. And if I can't get that fan, I want the tall fan that spins around. That's the thing. My friend who lives in Cali don't have fans or air conditioning in her house. I don't know how the heck she do it.
Yeah. I think it's just like if you have, if you at least like drinking water or something like that, and it ain't too bad. Like long as you can sweat, you're good. If you can't sweat, then you should be worried.
No,
Be,
there, the water ain't gonna help there. It ain't gonna help. You see, there's a lady.
say now you ain't making no sense right there because you need water. You need water to survive. You need water to cool you down
Yeah,
because like I said, you need the water to produce the sweat that can cool your body down because that's what sweat is there for. If you can't sweat, then your body's gonna overheat.
I can't sleep in the heat. I have a fan on my desk right here, and I have a fan in the corner, and I have an air conditioner.
Now, not being asleep in heat, that's a whole different thing. But just saying that, yeah.
Like if I'm outside and I'm like going to the park, yeah, I need my water. Like I have water all day, ice cold water. But once I get inside and I'm in my house,
But why do you need ice cold water? That's like I be trying to
I
figure
like
out.
ice.
Okay, you like ice, but ice cold water. That's not good for you. You can drink it, but it's like the thing about ice cold water is like once you drink it, it like kind of like solidifies the fat in your body, so it kind of makes the fat that you may have in your body. Like if you eat something, it just makes that just solid. So if you're gonna use something, it just kind of like it kind of makes solid. So like if you were trying to, let's say hypothetically you were trying to lose weight or something like that.
Right.
Drink cold water would not be good for you because that would actually slow you down. That would actually hinder your process of losing weight. If that hypothetically, because it would just keep solidifying the body weight. It would just make the fat harder.
I get
So
that.
yeah, yeah, I found it out because like they had it was like one video I was looking at. It was talking about like how ways people are drinking water wrong. So it said like the best way to do it is just to drink room temperature water because you're gonna cool down anyway from it.
Right.
I mean, but it's just like people just want to like, oh, I just want to drink something cold. I mean, if you enjoy drinking something cold, that's one thing, but I don't think you drinking something cold is going to is just going to cool you down just because it's cold. I mean, it's like if you're drinking a liquid that's supposed to refresh you, especially water, you're gonna get cool from it because like you're producing sweat, so that protects you in most cases. I remember hearing this one story, like about this one guy who worked in construction, and he thought he didn't need to bring any get any water or anything, so he had like a whole jug of he had like a whole 2 liter gallon of like soda. I
Right.
mean, but like here and there, it's called a cold drink, but I'm gonna say soda. And he had it like ice cold and everything. Had it slushied up and all that. He think like, yeah, this is gonna really get the spot. I'm gonna be real cool with that. And then after I guess he had his fill of it. So he went back to work. And I think like when he's working, and this is like during the summertime. And an hour later, he passed out.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry
So,
so much.
hey, Jess, how you doing? I ain't seen her in a minute.
Hello, Jess.
But just 20.
Yeah.
I ain't seen her about a minute, but like people pass. Yeah, people will pass. Yeah, you pass out if you ain't drinking any water, especially doing something like construction. Yeah, you'll pass out. It ain't no joke.
Right. You know, and my neighbor, she ran into our light pole, and it was half leaning in the street, and they waited till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to switch out the light pole. It was hot as heck in my room.
Yeah, like the incandescent light bulbs are the ones we used to. They produce heat. So like yeah, if you're trying to be cool, you definitely want to turn them off unless you got one of those energy saving ones or maybe those fluorescent ones, the ones that don't like give off heat.
Right.
Other than that, yeah, you don't really need that. I mean, and it's like I guess like if you have like glass windows, like around the house, and
Hmm.
you might want to cover some of those up for a certain extent if you have like the sun out there. I mean, cause those like there's solar heaters, like if like in the summer, if in the winter time you get cold, just having glass windows that like sun can really reflect on can actually can actually heat up the house.
Right.
I mean, depending on where the sun's shining at, but wherever the sun's shining, it can heat it up.
I have to cover my windows. I feel like for all these fans and air conditioners we have in here, my room shouldn't be hot during the day.
Yeah, I mean, think about like when you have a car, like in the summertime, like you got to put like some kind of cover on it because if you don't, the car is gonna get extremely hot,
Yeah.
and I mean, you're not gonna want to touch a hot steering wheel.
Mm-mm. I sure don't.
Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of crazy like those things, and then they have, and then like thing about it is it's like heat, heat usually, things usually hotter down south, and the higher you go, the cooler, supposed to the cooler it is. Like you going up a mountain. I think like temperature drops like 10 feet. I think maybe every 100 or 1,000 feet or something like that. A certain amount of feet, the temperature drops the higher you go up a mountain.
Right. Mm-mm. I can't deal with this heat out here. My sister in Kentucky, I was like, this is lucky you don't have to deal with this heat.
Me, I don't really mind the heat. It's like the cold I really can't stand.
Oh, I love the cold.
Huh?
I love the cold. We be outside like
Oh, I
every
hate
day
the
getting
cold.
cold.
Oh, I hate the cold. It's like the cold. Like if you get too cold, you don't have enough clothes on you. You're out of luck. But if it's hot, you can take off clothes to get to cool yourself down.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, so much. Yeah, because like another thing with me being cold is like with the cold, like I have to stay warm if I get too cold, I start getting sleepy.
Right.
So like let's say I was had to get up go to work or something like that. If it's too cold in there, I might be less likely to get up and go. But if it's warm, I can actually get up. I'm more likely to get up and go. But I remember one time at this one place I was at like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was there, and they had like central air and heating, and I remember, it's like had it central, but like I can't change the temperature individually.
Right.
So like when they would turn it on, it's like thing about it was they had the air on. This was like winter time.
Right.
So I'm thinking why is the air on
Mhm.
in the winter? But then I kind of found out like yeah, you got like Caucasian people there, so I guess they really felt hot or something like that. So
Right.
I'm like thinking like man, and I guess nobody complained about it. I don't know why, but
Right.
it's like I shouldn't have to come to the house and be like fully clothed to actually get some rest. Okay, I guess Purple's connection went out. Hey Jess, if you want to come up and talk for a minute, you more than free to. It's open topic. Just talking about different stuff. But I appreciate you coming through. I ain't seen you in a minute, but appreciate the love. I don't know if you're still here or not. Oh yeah, I know you still here, Purple. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's your connection. But yeah, Jess, if you want to come up here as well, you can. Everyone, is welcome. As a bridge builder, we building bridges. But I'm put the link back in here just in case you don't see it. Purple. Because I do enjoy talking to you on here. Oh yeah. Hey, Jessica, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How you been?
Oh, you know what I've been dealing with. Same thing with my back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But other than that, just working.
Yeah, I feel you. You ever figure out any different ways to deal with your back?
Um, Not particularly. I have a doctor that keeps telling me about that massage gun thing to get, but I think I need to go see somebody like in orthopedics. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. You got a video on the back?
No, my fan is on. I
Oh, okay.
always forget about that.
Yeah, I was like, I hear like a echo or something.
I hope it's the fan. Because if not, I'm on my phone. I'm not on my computer.
I'm not sure if it does that or not. But
Is it still echoing?
let me see. I don't think so.
Is there
Okay,
feedback?
I think we're good.
Okay, cool. So what are you talking about tonight?
We were talking about different stuff. Yeah, we just open panel, just wherever the conversation took. This is more open panel than like the what I was doing before.
Okay. Okay.
Well, so
Hmm.
how's life been? I mean, besides like your back and all that, like ain't anything good happen?
Um, I'm working on purchasing a piece of property by the end of the year.
Okay.
Just a little something, something.
Well, hey, we need some landowners.
Mm-hmm. Piece of property. Saving my money, which ain't hard to do because I ain't going outside for nothing.
Yeah. Ain't nothing going on, so you ain't got nothing, no choice but to do it.
Right. I'm just saving my money, staying off of Amazon. Um,
Yeah.
we're open back up fully though, if I'm not mistaken. Are y'all open back up fully where you're at?
I don't think so yet. I think we're getting closer to it, but I don't think we have quite yet.
Okay. Yeah, we're opening, but they've changed something to where now when you go to the gym, you have to have a mask on, or at least my specific gym, whereas
Yeah.
before, taking your forehead temperature at the door and kind of, you know.
Oh yes. I seen that. I was like, wow, so we gotta do this whole temperature thing. I'm like, yeah, it make me not even want to go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like, I ain't gonna just in there like have somebody point some thermometer at my head or something like that.
Yep, that's exactly how they're doing it to you. Walking right up to you, pointing the damn
Right.
finger.
I'll be like, hold up, like, let me know stuff like that. But you go and put a thermometer in my face.
Yeah,
I'll be like, they heard me like, hold up, I ain't give you permission to do nothing.
they
You
do.
know.
It's crazy out here. But yeah, just dropping by. I don't usually see you on this late. I don't think, unless you're hanging out in a chat with me.
I'm usually not, but I mean, I think I got started like at 10 something. it just kind of it just kind of gone moved late.
Okay. Yeah, because you're usually on while I'm right in the middle of working.
Oh, so were you working like tonight or?
Actually, I was. I'm not supposed to be, but I was. They woke me up. I was asleep earlier. They woke me up.
We're talking about just when he's coming to work. We need your help.
No, it was like Jessica, go to your computer and fix this and do that and publish this. And I was like, oh my God. I'm just trying to take a nap.
You
No.
know, you know what? It's probably me. I probably would have just ignored them. All right, like I ain't even see it. Be like, oh, I was asleep. I didn't
Man,
know y'all called me.
they called both my phones.
I'd
They
be like, oh, I was,
business line.
yeah, I was so tired. I, oh, you called. I was just out of it.
When I finally did answer the phone, I was seriously asleep. I was like, hello. And she was like, did you get my other phone call? Bitch, if I had gotten it, I would have answered it. I got this phone call. What do you want? I sent you a text message. Have you read it? No, girl. What is the problem? It is Saturday. I'm off. What do you want? What's the
See,
issue?
so like my thing is, I'd be like, I'm off, I'm off. Don't be trying to call me doing some extra work on my off day.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I be saying. Like, hold up, I'm off. If you want me to do something, we can do it when I go back into work.
So this can't wait till Monday. I gotta deal with y'all. Dang, can't get no time.
Right, you gotta treat them like Red from the Five Heartbreaks. My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Somebody sent
And
me that last weekend. A friend of mine sent me that last weekend because I told him my coworkers were they have been texting me all day. And I was like, bruh, we not friends. Like, don't hit me up on the weekend. I don't want to talk to you.
right,
We just work here together.
yeah, yeah,
And then go
yeah,
to
it'd
the
be
I was
okay.
like, I don't care.
Right, you be like some coworkers be trying to act like they your friends. They're like we are not friends. We work together. If I was getting fired the next day, you would not care.
Exactly. Exactly. So let me ask you a question.
All right.
Do you add your coworkers to your social media?
No,
What if they request you? Do you approve or do you just deny it or do you let it sit there?
I probably just let it sit there if I knew anybody did it. But then again, I ain't really on social media like that. So
I'm not either. I still get the notifications and a few of them have been adding me and I'm like, no.
right,
Be like, how did you find me?
right.
Put all my stuff
But
on it and untraceable.
I think the thing about it is like the social media be using algorithms to connect people you know, so
Mm-hmm.
they be doing that. So it'd be like people you know they somehow connect y'all with each other somehow, some way.
Well, I'm friends with one coworker, but that's because I knew her before the job.
Right,
So we were already Facebook friends. But then when I came and we started to work together, the other people were friends with her on Facebook. So now we have a mutual friend. And so they were like, oh, I saw that she's friends with her. So I'm going to go ahead and request her too. No, I'm friends with her because I actually talk to her outside of work. I don't talk to y'all outside of work. And I
right,
don't. I will see y'all on Monday too.
right. It'd be like I remember when my coworker asked me, said, He said, "I really don't go talk to nobody nothing like that." I said, "I come here to
Mm-mm.
work, make my money, and go home.
Right?
I ain't here to make no friends. I don't know y'all like that. I just gonna do my job." I'm like thinking I got friends I want to talk to. Ain't none of them working here.
Right. I got an Outlook invitation from my boss that we're going to do a virtual Zoom happy hour on Friday, July 10th. And I was like, let me figure out how I can be ill the night of the ninth and have to call out on the 10th. Because why are we doing a virtual happy hour? Why?
See, I remember like from my other job they be trying to do stuff like have people hang out together and all that, and I would just never come. I was like, oh yeah, it'd be cool. Sounds cool, and I don't come.
What's the problem? It's only like 8 people invited, and I'm the only person that looks like me. They gonna notice if I'm not there. And just put it that
Oh,
way.
yeah, I'm probably one person like me too, but I didn't care. You know, that was the only difference. I didn't care. Like, oh,
But see, even if I did this, it's not like y'all are my friends. So if I did a virtual happy hour with my friends, we'd be like really drinking,
right.
really, talking, turn it up. Y'all think I'm finna sit here and pour myself up a cocktail and look at y'all on Zoom and have small talk? Like, what is it? Like, I still don't understand the purposes.
If it's optional, it ain't part of your job. You shouldn't have to go. You shouldn't have to do
It's at the end of the work day. It's just
it.
you have with an excuse to call off that day.
You say excuse to call off, or
Yeah, you're gonna
you
have
say
to
you,
help me with an excuse to call. I worked yesterday. I worked on Juneteenth. I feel like I should be able to take July 10th off.
bring up the ancestors. Like you say, my ancestors didn't
Yeah,
fight and die, so I could work through Juneteenth, and then I got to live through this.
just like that.
He said, are you the oppressor?" You know, start going with crying on them. So I don't know if your employees are mostly white or something like that. If they are, you can use that white guilt against them.
They're all white.
Yeah, you use the white guilt.
Mm.
I mean, let's say, let's say like racist and don't care.
I think I wouldn't say they're racist. I wouldn't say that at all. I think they're just completely aloof. That's really,
Uh,
you know how, well, I don't know about your company. You know how companies were all putting out these like declarations of, we stand with Black Lives Matter and that type of thing. I totally didn't expect that to happen where I work, but they did something, and I was like, oh, that's nice. But it was like 2 weeks, maybe after what I'm talking about, and I was like, y'all kind of dropped the ball on this, and somehow I don't believe that y'all really care that much. But I'm
I don't
just
know.
my business, do my job.
Yeah. I was as long as the Zoom meeting ain't mandatory. I don't think it should really matter if if you there or not. I mean, I guess the worst they could say is like, "Hey, we didn't see you there."
hmm What if I just open it up but don't turn my camera on? Kind of like this. Just be like, oh, what you drinking? Oh, oh, y'all sipping? Okay, yeah, I'm sipping too. And I'll be drinking a bottle of Ozark or something. I'm not gonna sit here. I've seen these things go wrong in corporate America before, and they try to make like a little, like bring down the professionalism a bit and be like, oh, we can all go hang out together and do something fun. And there's always that one employee that takes it too far, drink a little bit too much, and make a fool out of themselves. No,
Like I said, if it's out there ain't mandatory, you shouldn't even be going. I mean, the worst they'll do is probably bug you about it. They
yeah.
can't fire you. They can't fire you for not going to it, cause
Well, they already believe I'm antisocial, which is true. But we'll just see. We'll see how I feel later.
I
Thank you.
mean,
Not Did I say
I
that
mean,
right? Ray?
I think it's a Nasir, but yeah, I think it's how you say that. But you're sociable. You just not sociable with them. It's just like,
That's true. You're right. You've heard me hold very sociable conversations.
yeah.
But I like to keep a nice line in between work
Right,
and social life.
right. That's pretty much what I do. Like, trying to do all this extra stuff. Like, now we are co-workers.
Mm-hmm.
It might be fine, but we're co-workers.
Right. I probably have
But
like 3 people that I've worked with in the past that I still like talk to
yeah,
on a casual basis. Other than that, mm-mm. No new friends.
yeah, yeah. I get that. Yeah, because I think really about I do it, and I've been with company talking about, yeah, we're like a family,
Mm.
and I be like, yeah, y'all ain't nothing like no family. Like, I don't know what you told me. I don't know what you told me. Yes.
Yeah, see, entrepreneurship was not my thing. I know a lot of people go that route and
Yeah.
it works for them, but I just don't
Yeah.
have an entrepreneurial spirit.
Every everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah, I work is 9 to sometimes 9, sometimes 10.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody got their own role to play.
You're right. Everybody
So,
can't own a business, then you don't have any people to work in them. So everybody
yeah,
owns. So it's cool.
I would say, so I think you feel most well suited for like somebody own a business, help them build it up.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So when are we gonna do my birth chart? Was the birth chart or what was it?
Yeah. It's a bird talk. Yeah, I've been asking about it. You didn't respond back to me.
When did you ask?
When like the day after you asked, like the day we asked.
Oh damn, I don't remember.
Yeah, that was like a month or two ago. I had sent you a message asking you, and you never responded. So,
Oh, it's in my DM?
well, I think I said hi to you, I never got a response from you. So,
That's my bad. Yeah. Please don't feel like you're alone. There are so many unopened messages in my DM. I ain't even trying to be funny. It's not
yeah,
even like people trying to holler at me. It's just my friends talking to me. I just never open them.
yeah. I thought I thought you didn't want to do it the most. Okay.
No, I do. I'm interested in it because I couldn't really figure it out on my own. Like I know people say, "Oh, I'm like," and I'm making this up, and it could be totally wrong. But it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm Scorpio born under a insert another sign here,
Right.
and then I'm a moon, a sun, some. I never understand all the verbiage. I never could get that down.
It's like it's like zodiac kind of gives you kind of like a like a good starting point. Once you like a whole birth chart, but like you just doing it by one sign, that's not gonna tell you much anything. It might give you like some part of it because like true about the zodiac, it doesn't define a person because everybody represent all the signs of the zodiac.
Hmm.
But you everybody goes by the solar signs.
Okay.
But there's like all different other type of signs too that kind of make things a little bit more accurate.
Hmm. Hmm.
But at the same time, at the same time, it's it's just a starting point. So it's like nothing set in stone, but it probably would be more accurate, hearing that than.
Like reading something in the paper that comes out every week.
No. The horoscope they just make up stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It should be more accurate than that, right?
Oh yeah. It's pretty accurate. I mean, it's get like good generalization. Pretty much. That's all I pretty much do is give a generalization. So it's possibly to apply, it may not, but you know, it's kind of generalized things that people have had a experienced generalized stuff that like they probably seen in common with people with that sign or something like that. It's probably been done for a while. So, but I can do it now. I was getting this up. Let me see.
So, what kind of things were y'all learning about yourselves during that live?
Oh, no, it got pretty detailed, but I didn't read the whole thing with everybody. I read like a little bit of it
Hmm.
because it's pretty detailed.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I ain't gonna read too much in it, and then like be like, oh yeah, because it sounds like because I was like people say, yeah, this kind of describes me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to read too much. It might feel tell too much about somebody.
Mm. Then I might, maybe I don't want to do this. How much we gonna be telling?
I'm not gonna do that. I do that, and then I just let you. I'll get excited. You can read the rest afterwards. Cause like I probably read like the basic stuff, like, but then after that, I kind of like just like take off like the more advanced, the more detailed stuff. So that way, you don't that way it ain't really too in depth, and whatever you want to read it about that afterwards, that's kind of like up to you. So yeah, here it is. Yeah, yeah. So still there, Jess?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Well, guess I will. Yeah, certain things I need in order to make it work.
Hey, I can't
Like
see it.
one,
What does it need?
uh, your birth, your birth date, and then
Oh, they
the
want the year.
time you were born. Huh?
Okay. I said they want the year too. They want everything. What else do they want?
The time of birth.
Mm-hmm.
and then I think like just like the city and state, but I already know the city and state you're from.
But you don't know that I was born here.
Oh, were you not born there?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, now, I guess I don't know this.
Hmm. I can give you the information, but I don't want it on the screen.
Okay, I'll take it off then.
Can you fill it out behind the?
Yeah, I filled out. I just took it off the screen.
Okay. I put it in the private chat.
Okay. Let me. All right. All right. I don't see it.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay. Huh. You're not that much older than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like you like a couple of years older than me. Yeah, I thought you were. I thought you were a little older, but hey,
Oh, dang. How old did you think I was?
you know, I thought you might be in your 40s.
Oh,
I was about to say, you know, a lot of women in 40s look good, so I just assumed that.
so did you think I was in my 40s by the way I looked or by the company that I keep?
I thought you might have said it at one point in time, but I guess
It's because a lot of people that you see me with are in their 40s.
yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
I'm entering. Cause I said, yeah, your voice like that aged pretty well.
I think I'm aging appropriately
Yeah,
for
but I think yeah,
um,
I think you probably aged pretty well in your 40s anyway.
thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm serious, like women nowadays looking better in their 40s. Look, I women 40s look better than some women in their 20s.
That's true. You gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, I was like,
But shoot, if I don't do something about this back, I'm gonna be in my 40s, hunched over like I'm in my 80s.
I feel you.
So I need to go get that worked out.
All right. Well, I think I might just read it. I don't know. Let's see. Cause I don't trying to see if what it shows. Okay, I guess it. Okay, I guess it must have been another one that did it a little more detail. Okay. All right, I guess I start reading it. That one that was more detailed, but I can't remember which one that was.
Hmm. Okay.
Which kind of tell you like the signs, but they say your rising sign is in Leo, and it says you love to be the center of attention, and you want to appear strong, confident, and dominant. You're very proud of yourself, sometimes quite vain, even when all around you are bedraggled and falling apart. You look like $1 million, very dignified and honorable. You enjoy the power and privilege, not the responsibilities that come with leadership. You are very idealistic, but can be quite stubborn. Others impress you only if they have integrity, but wealth, power, and influence can also turn your head. You prefer rich, elegant surroundings and possessions, and will try to acquire them as your budget allows. Physically, you are very impressive. At, at your best, you have a regal, charismatic demeanor and bearing. Try not to be such a show off. Oh, did I, was it kind of accurate?
No, not at all.
All
Part
right.
um, I think there was something in there about stubborn.
Yeah.
Very stubborn, but I cannot stand being the center of attention. I'm an
Yeah.
introvert. I hate being the center of attention.
Like I said, it's very general.
Mhm.
So you might find something that might pop out and everything else. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So now the next one is the sun in Scorpio. Sun the sun's in Scorpio. So this says intense and complex by nature. You have extremely strong emotional reactions to most situations. Feelings are often difficult for you to verbalize. Therefore, you have a tendency to be very quiet, to brood and think a lot. You seldom get overly angry, but when you do, you're furious and unforgiving. When you make an emotional commitment, it is total. You are not attracted to superficial or casual relationships. If you are challenged, you take it as a personal affront to intend to lash out and fight back in a vengeful manner. You love mysteries and supernatural. A good detective, you love getting to the roots of problems and you enjoy finding out what makes other people tick. You are known to be very willful, very powerful, and quite tenacious. All right, that's it for that one.
And that one was much more on point.
Okay,
Hmm.
so that was a little more.
Hmm.
Okay, I mean, you ain't got to tell which one. You know
I can't
exactly.
remember all of them because they were. I was checking them off in my head. Like, yep, yep, yep. Read, if you read it again, I'll tell you what's right and what's not.
All right, so we get to the moon in Aries, and it says, high spirited and courageous. You are a fighter when your emotions are aroused. The degree of force and drive that you can bring to any effort sometimes surprises others. You have a hair trigger reactions to specific stimuli and tend to let it all hang out. You sometimes act before you think and do things on the spur of the moment, and that sometimes gets you into trouble. Your moods change quickly. You have a quite a temper. You have quite a temper, but you don't hold grudges. Very independent, extremely strong and forceful personality. You are known for being impulsive, careless, reckless, foolhardy, rash, and daring. All right, that's the end of that one.
Okay, up until we got towards the end, it was doing pretty good,
Okay.
but I would not say that I'm impulsive, really. Uh, I do have a bit of a hair trigger temper, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I absolutely hold grudges. That part was not true. You can
Uh,
hold a grudge.
all right.
I need that girl that be like, nah, see, because remember when we was talking on August 2nd, 1982, and at 10:43, you had said this right here, right? And then I responded. That's me.
So you got it to the day and the time.
I sure do. I'll send a screenshot in a minute and be like, oh, you didn't say that? Okay, because right here, a year and a half ago, you had said this. So which one is it? Was it this what you told me a year and a half ago at 11:13 a.m.? Or is it what you're telling me today? I don't know.
See, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to mess with Jess because she remembers everything and she holds grudges if you mess with her.
And I keep receipts.
Yeah, she keeps receipts. So,
Hmm.
all right. All right, let me get to this next one for you. Let's go Sagittarius. Your mind is very curious and inquisitive, always thinking of a wide variety of topics. The broader the subject matter, philosophy, science, religion, and metaphysics, the more it will appeal to you. You prefer to deal with abstractions, the small and but important details associated with any subject tend to slip your grasp. You are known for being blunt, honest, and truthful. That is the end of that one.
The end of that one was correct. The beginning of it was wrong.
Okay, there you go.
No, my in my profession, minute details are everything. So
There you
can't
go.
cannot miss those. It could cost you millions of dollars. So you can't literally can't afford to miss the minute details.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so I'll get to the next one. Venus in Libra, a friendly and very outgoing person. You hate to be alone. Beware of a continuing tendency to compromise yourself in order to avoid being alone. Try to be yourself, not what others would like you to be. You have a deep desire to be in refined and elegant surroundings and will go out of your way to create a plush and comfortable atmosphere around you. You have heightened aesthetic sensibilities and are attracted to the music and the arts. Try to avoid using your well known seductive charm in order to get out of doing what you consider to be dirty work. That's it, that one.
Okay, let me ask a question. When you're reading the signs that are in front of it, what does that have to do with me exactly?
I'm just reading what it describes. What it describes about that particular sign.
Okay, so we're not even talking about my sign anymore, right?
Well, this all has to do with you. These are like different areas with the with you. So these are like different signs. These are
Oh, so we're saying all the sign, like every person embodies a sign.
well, they're like different signs. So it's like different like houses like in the zodiac. So it's not just the solar sign.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, these kind of like the measures they got from your birth date.
Okay.
So yeah, this is what they kind of came up with, like what coordinates at each one. So I'm just reading each one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think right now I'm just reading the planets. Now I guess these planets will be under during the time you were born. So some people can determine like what type of person you are, something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
so I mean it's supposed to be more accurate anyway. But like I said, these are generalizations.
Right. That's cool. That is cool. I may have to do that on another site.
So the Venus don't apply to it all.
You what?
I said so the fit. So what I read about the Venus in Libra that don't apply to you at all.
Read it to me one more time because I think only the end applied to me.
Okay, it said a very friendly, outgoing person. You hate to be alone.
Um,
Rare to continue.
hold on. I'm not friendly. I'm not outgoing.
Okay,
But like Drake, I hate to sleep alone.
okay.
That's a way to like Drake. Like his first mixtape or some shit.
You talking about Aubrey Graham?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why we gotta call that man by his government name.
Well, I knew him as government name. He was on the grass. He in a wheelchair.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, you said Drake. I was like, who is Drake? Why did he call himself Drake? I knew it was Aubrey. Well,
Mm.
I knew him as Jimmy on the grass.
Oh Lord. Okay. Well. Yeah. So no, I'm not friendly or outgoing,
Okay.
but I really don't like being alone.
Well, I mean, you are kind of friendly, but you're not friendly to everybody. That's for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm like, you've been friendly with me, so I'm like,
I'm
yeah.
like just outside. Like when I think friendly and outgoing, I think like walking up to strangers and carrying on random conversations. Like that's not me.
Yeah, I never do that. I'm not hard to do that. Let's for me, like, say something I'm interested in. Can't, I can't engage in
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. You see how I be doing in some of the other chats? I'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna just sit back and listen.
it. I feel you. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, I think you got a few more left. You got a Mars in Virgo.
Hell to the no. Wait, what does that mean?
You show like that just sign like in Mars. I forgot what each one of me is like the one I read before had like a more detailed description of what each one meant.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't have it on what I read. But yeah, I can read what it said.
Okay.
Uh, Mars and Virgo, very careful and systematic. You pay great attention to details. You are always seeking perfection and sometimes get bogged down by the ultimate when adequacy would have been sufficient. You dislike abstractions, preferring whatever's practical, useful, and demonstrable. You have a strong and enduring sense of personal responsibility, and you demand that others are to be as responsible and upright as you are. Very critical of yourself and others. Sometimes you carry this too far and become overly intolerant of others and the right to choose else. That is that one.
Okay. I couldn't hear much of that one because you were breaking up or my sound is breaking up or something.
Yeah, I was.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Can
I
you?
was. I don't know what
Is it me? Should I mute myself?
it might. Yeah. That might be whatever's got going in the back. I think that's messed it up. I'll read it again. Uh, Very careful and systematic. You pay great attention to details. You are always seeking perfection and sometimes get bogged down searching for the ultimate when adequacy would have been sufficient. You dislike abstractions, preferring whatever's practical, useful, and demonstrable. You have a strong and enduring sense of personal responsibility. You demand that others are to be as responsible, upright as you are. Very critical of yourself and others. Sometimes you carry this too far, and become overly intolerant of others and their right to choose their own lifestyle. Okay, that's the end of that one.
Okay, I'd say that's fairly accurate.
Okay,
I'd say about 80 to 85% of that was accurate.
Okay. Okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna ask you which ones are. I mean, if you choose to say something, that's on you.
It was pretty much everything but the very last like sentence.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. All right. So next with Jupiter and Sagittarius. All right. So it says you have a very strong sense of ethics and morality. You
Hmm.
are widely read and maybe widely traveled because you are sincerely interested in expanding your knowledge of the world about you. At times, you have an annoying tendency to be self righteous and preachy about your belief system. You are usually quite idealistic and you demand the right to be able to explore the entire world of experiences yourself. Remember to grant others a similar right, be tolerant, not dogmatic. And that's the end of that one.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
No, I'm not preachy about anything at all, and I don't try to impose my ideas on anyone else. I let people believe what they believe. I believe what I believe, and I leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, these generalizations.
Hmm.
So maybe be like people who probably have this sign may may more likely be like this.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
but, but yeah, okay, we got Saturn in Scorpio. You tend to release emotional energies only very reluctantly. This is partly due to your fear of what horrible calamity might occur should they be released. Your emotions are terribly complicated and intense. Try not to repress these energies entirely. However, or you will succumb to negative and destructive forms of compulsive behavior. Give yourself the freedom to look awkward or silly once in a while. The relief you will feel will be quite therapeutic, and the embarrassment, whether real or imagined, will pass quickly. Okay, that's the end of that one.
That was very good. That was a good one.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll get to.
Oh, yeah. No
All
percentages
right.
needed.
You said what? What the percentages?
I said no percentages needed.
Okay. All right. So we got next one. Uranus and Sagittarius. All right. It says you and most of your peers have a tendency to think that all ideas, customs, and traditions from the past are outmoded and irrelevant. You're attracted to radically new ideas, philosophies, and religions that will hopefully cause sweeping changes throughout the world. That is into that one.
Okay, I didn't get nothing out of that.
Okay. All right.
Get nothing out of that. That's okay.
Okay. And
Because some people are contradicting themselves. I'm a little bit confused.
yeah. Well, I mean, we're saying like I guess we're trying to say like you would you say like old ways are obsolete, and you were saying more right to new ideas,
Mm.
to the new. But like I said, these are generalizations.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get to
Does it
Neptune.
have a compatibility chart, or
You say have what?
does it have compatibility on it? Like who you would be compatible with as like a friend or a lover or something like that?
I don't think it has on this one, but I can see like after I get to reading this, I can see if I can find one that may have it on there.
Okay. I was just curious.
Okay. All right. We got Neptune, Sagittarius. You and your entire generation are heavily involved in investigating and idealizing foreign exotic intellectual systems and religious philosophies. Most extreme ideals will be pursued with gusto. You will be at the forefront of humanitarian attempts to improve the lot of those who are in need of assistance. You will be comfortable with the concept of the global village. And that's the end of that one.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna think about that one.
Okay.
That would be kind of deep.
Okay. All right. The next one, Pluto and Scorpio. And this one says for your entire
It wasn't a planet anymore.
you so happy?
I said I thought Pluto wasn't a planet anymore.
Well, I mean, this is zodiac, so I
Oh,
mean, I think they still counting Pluto.
okay.
All right, so for your okay, so for your entire generation, this is a period of intense research and discovery in areas that were therefore, I mean, theretofore considered mysterious, remote, or taboo. The root causes for many complex occurrences will be unearthed due to the intensity and thoroughness of the search. Okay, so that's about it for that one. That one was pretty short.
I couldn't unmute myself. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I was actually a little confused by that one.
Yeah.
Huh? And they got one more North Node in Gemini, and it said, "Oh, consciously seek out many different contexts with others throughout your life. Many of these will be a very short duration, not necessarily because you're fickle, but because you always seem to be more excited by the prospect of meeting someone new rather than prolonging your present relationships. At any rate, you will learn something new from almost everyone you come across. Intellectual stimulation is what you crave from others. You will be well known to neighbors and relatives, partly due to your curiosity about what they're doing. You delight in keeping up to date about the latest news and gossip. And that's the end of that one.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and see if they have one with
Can you send me that website in my DM so I could put my stuff back in there and reread it? I think I
yeah,
went over it all.
yeah, I got you. Let me let me find it on. Yeah, I definitely got it. Let me let me see if I can find some with the. You say you want some with compatibility?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. So you want to see if you can pair it with another person? Or
Just fine. That's
okay.
easier.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me see if I can. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to talk to that. I think to find what signs are compatible. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, and let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, so let me give you a sign. Let me give you Scorpio and Leo. See if you can find the compatibility between the two.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Must be something about Leo. You want to find out if y'all compatible or not. Yeah. I mean, that's like certain stuff. Maybe y'all right on, but it's really saying that y'all ain't really all that compatible.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like Flash look too strong personality.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty true.
All right. Oh, hey, Deborah.
Oh, hi, Deborah.
Yeah, I didn't even see you in there. She just slid in here. Hey, Satara. I'm kind of looking at my phone and my computer.
Hmm?
I'm kind of looking at like both the chat from my phone and my computer.
Okay.
Cause like either might be something that might not show on my phone, show up on my show on my computer, or vice versa. But yeah, I'm assuming you probably asked me about Leo. Probably somebody you've been looking at who's Leo, trying to see if y'all got something going on.
I've dealt with a couple of Leos. Like my last 3 exes were Leos.
Hmm. Okay, you probably know why.
Yeah, I keep finding these Leos, and I'm telling you, the last 3 had birthdays like it was like one was 3 days from one of them, and the other one was 4 days after. So they are all born within days of each other.
Yeah, it's kind of like fine, 'cause I had to do this same thing with myself. It was like when I was younger, I used to phone that seemed cool, and then they were kind of like just like verbally abusive,
Mm-hmm.
and I like okay, what is after that like seems like maybe like 2 3 times. Like, hold up, like it can't be just them. So it's like what about me that like that is making me pick these type of people and just kind of just take it from
Right.
there.
Definitely understand that.
And I mean, is it something I really want? Or is it just something I think I want? But but I try not to take for our wedding like just like as a sign, what sign they're under
Mhm.
because as you see, there's more than just their soul sign. So, but I guess I could. I could show you like this, but I guess like you just depend on who you're, what you want and what you're looking for in a partner. I guess. Okay. I think she. Oh, she.
Wrong button.
Yeah, I was like, I looked on I was like, I didn't see you on there, so I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. My bad.
that's all good. I'm glad looking on my phone. I probably get talking.
Nice and
Yeah, they're like, oh,
okay. Right. Now I feel like I should go get my palms read and all kind of nice spiritual stuff.
I can't really say how active it is, but I say it's good entertainment.
I agree. I agree. But some people are very, very heavy into astrology and the stars that are aligning and your sign and are you an earth
I mean,
sign, your sign, this that, and the other. Some people won't even date other people just because of, you know,
yeah,
some
that's fine. Yeah, yeah, I thought I got a silly people dismiss somebody because of their son.
yep. I have a friend that is a real stickler about it. She could find somebody that she think meet all her qualifications. Oh, he tall. Oh, he good looking. Oh, he got a nice job. He got this. He got that. He got this. He got that. Oh, wait, he a Cancer? No, no. He can go.
Yeah, everybody kind of like, okay, you just miss me just because something like that. I kind of look at it, I died before it.
Probably did. Yeah, because she crazy in the motherfucker.
There you go. There you go. He died before.
hmm Yeah, because she is a mess. I like her, but she my friend. I ain't gotta deal with her on that level. But yeah, I would tell my brother not to date her. That's for sure. I would never hook her up with anybody that I like because I know she BSC. That shit crazy.
Yeah,
That's just real.
yeah. I can do it. Like not take somebody because of a sign. I'm just like,
Mhm.
I guess when look at it, don't work out, don't work out. Like, you can't use zodiac as a reason why it didn't work.
You can try. It could be an exit plan. It could be a breakup strategy. It could be a I really don't want to give you my phone number, so let me just ask you some questions.
Right.
And be like, oh, you're a Pisces. Yeah, so about that, my phone broke yesterday. I don't even have it on me to take your number down. Sorry. Then you got to hit them with that. Have a blessed life. All right, stay blessed.
Well, yeah. Well, look, y'all be cold with the whole rejection game. Y'all be like,
We code with the what?
the rejection game.
Oh, come on.
y'all.
What's the right way to not tell a man that you're interested?
There's nothing wrong with that. When I read, I'm just saying, like, I say y'all cold at the game. Y'all cold at rejecting people, but y'all not good at getting because
Um,
because because you're not used to it like men are.
Women aren't used to getting rejected. Why? Because you think that most of them don't do the approaching. So,
It's not even just that. Like men not only deal with rejection not just with women, but life.
hmm.
I'm pretty sure you might have a little bit of rejection, but I don't think y'all deal with much rejection than we dealt with.
Mm, maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Just
What's
depends.
that? You think just because what?
I said it just depends. I think on like what the rejection is and who it is that's rejecting you.
What person you was somebody that you were interested in, but he rejected you?
Um, hmm. Gosh, was it my bad temper? I think it was my bad temper.
You say you would have a bad temper?
I do. Did you read it? Yeah, but hmm. Yeah.
So you probably go off on him if he if you thought like he wasn't worth your attention, but he rejected you anyway.
Well, like that, but not like I guess the way guys go through it. Like if they make the person move and introduce themselves or whatever, what not, and then a woman be like, "Oh well, that's nice, but no, thank you, I'm not interested." I'm thinking more like after we get to know each other and date and that type of thing.
You say after you get to know each other.
Yeah.
Hmm. So you say if y'all get to know each other, you might start liking the dude if you didn't like before, and he rejects you, then you feel some kind of way.
Yeah, because I don't like my time being wasted.
Well, well,
And
welcome to the world being a guy.
hmm?
I said, welcome to the world being a guy. Like, guys taking, doing dating women, wasting their time.
Boy.
Not even just like for like sex, it's just like, if you're thinking that, this is going somewhere, and they just waste your time for like free meals and stuff like that. That's kind of like, that's kind of disrespectful to the man's pocket because, like, he's taking, well, his time management, because he taking time out of the day to take out your date, and then on top of that, he's spending money that he probably didn't need to get for me. Just say, hey, you ain't really going nowhere. I just want to get some free food. But she already knows you say that, that's pretty much it.
Okay, but we could flip that and be like, okay, you wined and dined me and wooed me,
Yeah.
and then I gave you a chance, and then you did something crazy. I was like, ugh, I could have had a V8. Like, I wasted a body count number on you. Ugh, go away.
Yeah. That too. I ain't, I ain't gonna sit there and act like that. That don't happen. And some dudes like that too.
You know some dudes that feel like they wasted a body count.
No, I'm talking about that dudes like that that do women like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Was like waste your time 2019 rolled over into 2020. Waste your time, waste your time, waste your time. Like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can do the whole time wait thing. I don't see that nothing happening. Like, or if I take it, it ain't going nowhere. Man, I'm gonna try to get it as soon as possible. Cause that's just kind of like the more respectful thing to do, even if the person may not like you afterwards. After it's like, hey, I didn't, I did it before I got too far,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
it's like, then you really can be, you know. But of course, when you say it, the person that you say it to may not appreciate it. So it's like, yeah, they may not appreciate it like then, but it's like, yeah, you say, oh yeah, I saved you from from that fate, but they may not see it that way though at the time until you really think, well, okay, well, yeah, we just wasn't working out, and I ended before it got worse, or before it could have gotten bad. Oh yeah, thanks, Jess, for the support. Just so you, oh, something going on in the back.
Sorry, I forgot I was on mute. I
Ah,
said
okay. I thought that was
you're welcome. No, I heard everything you said and I was talking, but I forgot I was on mute. I said you're welcome.
uh,
And this was interesting and fun. I want to look at it if you get a chance to
oh yeah,
DM me that first website.
yeah, I'm gonna go get on that right now, so
Mhm.
I won't forget it.
Mhm. I'll probably look at it tomorrow. I'm about to head my elderly self to sleep.
So you elderly, I like you to say the elderly too. I said, I didn't know you were so close to my age. I said, you just look at all me.
A little older. Okay.
Yeah, you like couple years.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I'm
That's
about to put it. I'm about to send it. I got the website.
hmm
Okay, I'm about to put it. I'll send it to you right now. All right, I just sent it to you.
Yep, it just popped through. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All
Let's see
right.
what I've been avoiding out of these DMs. Let me see. Count just keep going up and up and up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But thank you for the bed. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you for coming up and chilling with me. In a minute since you came over here, I'm sure you
Mm,
probably
yeah, yeah. But I appreciate it. Thank you for stop eating these sunflower seeds. Thank you for bringing me up here.
anytime. Anytime you want to come here, you always welcome.
I appreciate that. All right, y'all have a good night.
All
Zero,
right.
chat, mods, everybody. Good evening. Bye bye.
All right. See you, Jess. All right. Yeah, I guess it's about we. Think it's probably about enough. I would keep going, but yeah, I'm starting to get tired myself. So let me go and give some shout outs before I go to bed. I might do another one. I might do another bridge builder tomorrow. It probably have to be like later on tonight, but I know like people are gonna be celebrating Father's Day, and like I said, I appreciate people, appreciate everybody for coming into my chat. And I mean, Satar, I seen that you were live, but I was live at the time you were already live, so I couldn't come to your chat. But hopefully I'll be able to catch the next live you do. I appreciate you coming over here. I'll try to come and support everybody if I can. But let me see about giving some shout outs. Give a shout out to Purple Love, Shay, uh, Try, uh, who else? KB, wasn't the server, same person. Sugar Delights, Ariel Williams, Sonny's. Let's see who else. Ori Utsi, shout out to her. Yeah, Jess that came up here. I appreciate her for coming here. Her coming up here and Satar. Yeah, I appreciate Purple and Jess for coming up here in my chat. I really appreciate them coming into the panel and chilling with me. And and thank everybody for in the chat for for engaging and staying with me. I always appreciate the support and the love. Y'all are the real MVPs. And maybe I guess I might either do the bridge builder or I might do a round table. I'm not sure what I want to do. But I always appreciate y'all support. I never take that for granted. So with that, wholeness and balance vibrations, people, and y'all have a great night. I may come out either with a gaming or uh, upload of my crew dancing. So I'm still undecided, but I will. Yeah, you should see something tomorrow. Premiere. So look out for that, and I'll see you guys later. All about and all about vibration, people, and y'all have a great night.